I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday evening, late afternoon, early Friday morning? I don't know. Whatever it is for you. Thank you guys for joining me here on this awesome stream of more Call of the Wild. We usually play whatever the crap we feel like on Thursdays, and by George, we're getting to a point in the road deer grind where it's getting my attention. So we decided to do some more Call of the Wild today. Thank you for joining us here at Mechanic TTV, both now and later on the VODs. All right, guys, without any further ado, you know exactly what we're doing. We're going straight to Cuatro, Colinas. We're going to be doing some more road deer grind stuff. It's a process. It's definitely a process. Pardon me, guys. I had to switch the audio over to my headset real quick. It's definitely a process. It's undoubtedly one heck of a process. But by George, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot better now than it was when we were in the very, 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 very early part of it. That's for sure. It was getting to be a little bit grueling there for a minute. But now we're actually to the part where we're starting to see some deer, kind of thin them out, process the exterior lakes and whatnot down to what we want. We got the one lake. We're doing the one lake method. And we got that just about where we want it. There's barely any females on there at all. And I'm 99% sure that every male on that lake, as of right now, unless we've gotten some respawns that I didn't account for, every single male on that lake is level 2 or better. So yeah, I think we're making pretty good progress. We're just going to keep doing the same old. We're going to start taking them down and trying to get all of the exterior lakes down to nothing but level 1s, right? Every lake that does spawn road deer, not every single one of these lakes do, but most of them do. And we're going to try and get every single one of those down to level 1, preferably small level 1s, like some extreme herd management, if we can figure out how to be good enough at herd management to do that. And then over here, we're going to just maintain having all the level 2s that we have. We pretty much got that where we want right now, but we want to continue to herd manage the rest of these potential spawn points. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to, right now, I'm actually going to grab an ATV. Since it's 1740 something, it's after their drinking time. This is the perfect opportunity to find some more of their drinking zones by finding the little drink zone indicators, little, groups of deer prints in the ground, tracks. That's the word I'm looking for. Holy cow. Groups of tracks on the ground right next to a drinking source. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. And so we're going to be looking for those right now for the next, 15 minutes. And then we're going to jump right back into a little bit more shooting and thinning out the herd right after that. All right, guys. So I do have a hotspot map and everything pulled up on my end. Of course, you can't really see it on your end, but every place I go is going to be just about exactly where, we would expect them to be. Although most of the spots are probably going to be already spotted. If that makes sense. They're going to be already discovered. So we'll see what happens. If we get lucky, we'll find a few that we've either missed or have respawned, and that'll help us to control our herd a little bit better here on Cuatro, Colinas. Definitely making some headway down here real quick. I am going to check all of them, even if it appears that they are zones that we already have, because I don't want to take a chance. This is only one deer's drinking zone. All these spaces together have to involve another group like that one right there. So it looks like we got a solo and a duo here somewhere by George. And nothing new, but we're going to keep looking. I'm going to take the river up to about right Cha, and then I'm going to switch on up to about right Cha. This is about where they are over this direction. They don't really go over this whole section right here. They go from about the bridge. They go from here to about the bridge, and then they stop from here to about Something like this. Let me check and make sure. Yeah, something about right here. So from this down to the bridge, there's no road here. So we're just going to drive this short little bit right here. What's up, Cooper? How you doing? How is Cooper doing today? Welcome to Mechanic TTV. Good deal. Good deal. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Let me see here. Bear with me, guys, for 1 second. I'm just scrolling up the chat to do something real quick. All right. Had a little disagreement between viewers earlier today, and so I'm just making sure that we don't have any issues like that creep into the stream. So, got that taken care of. Thank you for your patience. What is Cooper up to? What has Cooper been up to? Cooper been hunting any? We're a whopping 12 kills in hunting. There you go. What you been hunting? Pardon me. What has Cooper been shooting dead? Harvesting ethically and all that. Any jackrabbits? If it's a jackrabbit, if you've been hunting jackrabbits. Deers, jags, everything, gotcha. Jags, that I do not have all the maps, and that is definitely not a map that I have. But it sounds really cool. I do have some Bengal tiger spots set up on Sunder Patton. I feel like large feline classes are extremely entertaining to hunt. They are super difficult and super intimidating because they can hunt you very easily. I think all they have to do is touch you once and you're dead, really. Maybe twice. I don't remember. My wife is always the one getting killed by animals when we play this game. I tell you what. She is always getting murked by animals. It could be a bunny rabbit, and I swear it's going to find a way to hurt her. Yeah, I want a diamond jaguar. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I got a diamond Bengal. I don't got the Peru map, but man, a diamond jag would be nice. I was just looking it up earlier today, trying to figure out that if I did switch to like a new system, is there any way that I would be able to keep all my trophies and such? And I found out that no, you can't. Like if you play Xbox, you can get your trophies back by playing on the Xbox app on your PC. That's a way you can play on your PC, right? But all in all, you can't really. If you switch from like Microsoft to like PlayStation or something, you just lose it all. I'm like, good gosh, you're really gonna have that much like lack of cross-platform compatibility for a game that requires so much time to play? Can you imagine if somebody like, one of the big tubers out there lost their account and switched, and lost all of their great ones? That would be insane. That would be absolutely crazy. All right, we don't have any more up here up until about this point right here. So I'm actually going to go right here and start to drive my way down here pretty soon. I'm going to stop at this lake first. Actually, no, I got to go check this lake real quick. I got to check this lake real fast. Got to figure out where they're going. I would probably, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it could take you, like, some people are like, Naya, she just told me earlier today, she's over 5,200 kills into just one of her grinds. Do you know how many hours goes into setting up a grind, spotting all the drink zones? Hey, I was just mentioning you, Naya. Oh, my goodness. I was mentioning how much time. 5,446. That's crazy. I've made 12 kills today, and you're 400 in. That's insane. I'm going to have to take notes at some point. How's Naya doing right now? Weathered. I had progress transfer from a game on 360 to the same game on Xbox One. Heck yeah, Weathered. Heck yeah. How's Weathered doing, bro? How's Hunt Showdown been treating you? Yeah. I definitely know that there's multi-generational data, but I'm just so... with this specific game, how you can spend so many years putting hours into it every single week to be able to lose everything. Like my Microsoft account got blocked a while back, and they like locked us out of it completely because we tried to make a purchase with our own card that they thought was fraudulent, and they locked me out of my Microsoft account on my PC on everything. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I'm gonna allow that. Sorry, the moderation. I don't know why it's Twitch moderation. It's not mine. I don't got my bot moderating the chat because he moderates it too much. But no, they locked me out of my account. I couldn't sign into my Xbox. I couldn't sign into my computer. I couldn't sign into, I couldn't do anything on my computer. I could sign into the local user on my computer, but I couldn't sign into like the Microsoft Store. nothing. And that was terrifying because there's a chance that if, like, every time that happens, there's a real chance that they won't give you your account back. Okay, I should have just, I guess, come to this one because there's no roe deer on this side of the lake. There's only roe deer on the north side. Guys, I got someone knocking at the door. Give me just a second. It might be my wife. It might be Mrs. Mega. Hold on. Maybe I should just leave it. I'm joking. Hello. No, I just told him I told him it's probably my wife. I'll probably just leave it locked, you know. I'm just teasing. Hi. Hold on. She's going to give me cooties. Keep it off the stream, lady. Keep it off the stream. All right. Anyway. I'm playing Call of the Wild. You can join me if you want to. Little one, there's one of the systems is available, but it's entirely up to you. Big one's with her friend online, and little one's playing a game on something that's not an Xbox. So, you know, entirely up to you. We will be, you know, doing a bunch of boring stuff, but I mean, you can grab a 243 rifle and get ready to shoot some roe deer with me if you want. If it'll even work. The glitch, guys, I'm having the Xbox glitch where when two people are in the same area, animals will spook at like 200 for no reason. You could both be in a ground blind and they'll get nervous at 200. You know, it's a weird glitch. No, they're not. But, yeah, no, it's, I've reached out to the developers of the game and everything and told them, it's like, yeah, listen, I mean, if I play multiplayer with somebody and we're both in the same ground blind, a raccoon will spook at 150 meters. With us sitting still downwind of them, right? And we started noticing that about a year or so ago when we set up a tent on Salzweisen. I reached out to the developers and they're like, yep, we're aware of it. We're, you know, investigating it or whatever. But so far, absolutely no feedback. So multiplayer is completely broken for me. So the only way for me to play multiplayer with someone is just to go across the entire map and hunt separately, but be on the same map. So basically not multiplayer, right? Crazy. I forgot about him. I forgot. What is it? Oh, you can set it there, yeah. Won't argue with it. That's for sure. Not looking like we're going to get any zones on this lake, guys. Naya, you might know better than me. I have been checking every time the time is up. I've been checking like the drink zones, and I'm not finding any new ones. I found one out of like 20 animals killed. I found one respawn so far. Is that normal for a certain amount of time or something? Because I very thoroughly have scouted this entire map, like a lot for all the drink zones, and found absolutely every single one that I could very thoroughly. And for some reason, yep, killing females too. Yeah, I've been killing solo males, solo females, male-female pairs, and I'm 20-something in altogether. So it's like, no, yeah, I'm killing the females too. And I got a female to respawn, but you know, it's crazy because I've killed 12 males, and I know that at least like, you know, like close to half of them I think were solos. But, you know, I did. Yeah, let's go. Naya's on a 3 stream streak. Let's freaking go. 12 hours. Or sorry, 24 hours. It's been 24 hours or less. And she's already on a 3 stream streak. Let's freaking go. We do stream twice on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Both streams on Wednesday are Call of the Wild Wednesdays. So we stream Call of the Wild for both of them. But you have to be sure they aren't part of a pair. Yeah, no, I've definitely shot some solos. I've definitely shot, out of the 20-something we've shot, they're definitely not all pairs, that's for sure. I've shot a lot of them completely soloed out, and I've shot a lot of them with their partner too. And they still, you know, there's a few of them that I just took the Arzina to and shot all in a group the other day. I still can't get a respawn. It's weird. I've found one respawn so far, and so I know I'm doing something wrong. But I don't know what it is. I know that a good portion of them could be because they're pairs, but for whatever reason, yeah, it's super strange. For whatever reason, I'm not getting any respawns. And like I said, we're at least 12 or 14 males in. So like there's altogether, we're beyond 20 roe deer in, which is, we've only been grinding for like 2 days, right? And it's been very slow, you know, but still, I'm wondering what I'm missing. It's very, very weird. I imagine I'm going to find some here soon since I actually logged out and got back in now. Maybe that's part of what it was. Maybe they just weren't showing up at the time. I don't know. Really don't know. Gonna figure it out though, that's for sure. What system do you play on, if you don't mind me asking, Naya? I completely understand if you don't want to say. I try to be as anonymous as possible, at least with location and stuff. But oh, I'm sure they will. We'll figure it out. Pewter. Yep, there you go. I'm thinking about switching to the pewter, but I'd have to play on the Xbox version on the pewter, and I'm not really sure, not really entirely sure if that's going to be awesome or not. We've driven all around this. There's none there. What is this? This has got to be Greatest Ibex. Yep. And so, let's see here. I'm going to spawn right here. I'm going to fast travel right here and go drive just a little bit southwest of the other lake. I know that the one possibility I can think of. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I've been playing. I played Nintendo way back in the day with like NES and Nintendo 64 and all that jazz. And then we borrowed a PlayStation 1 for a while. We played Sega Genesis whenever that came out. Not right when it came out, but it was dead pretty soon. And yep. Oh yeah. We played Super Nintendo and then like the OG Nintendo and all that jazz. But the latest system I got that was not an Xbox was a PlayStation 2. Pretty far into how long it was. It wasn't like when it came out at all. You know, my parents were working their butts off, but you know how finances for everybody was back in the day. Oh my gosh, some things sometimes were kind of difficult, especially like 2008, right? So, but they did work very hard, especially for Christmas time, to get us. Yeah, oh yeah, Atari was awesome. They worked very hard to try to make us happy, and you know, I can't remember if I bought the 360 or what it was, but I remember the last system I had before Xbox was the PlayStation 2 that my parents got us, and me and my brother shared it, and boy howdy was that. At that time, guys, the graphics between the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2, it was like my heart started thumping. I actually got scared. Like when the dinosaurs tried to bite me on the King Kong game, I about crap myself. I'd get unbelievably nervous about it. It's ridiculous. I tell you what, it was definitely. Here's a solo ring-necked pheasant zone right there. I remember the King Kong game was the first game on PlayStation 2 that I played, and I don't know if anybody else played that, like the Jack Black one, right? Like the one that was coming out at about that time. And that was absolutely insane how realistic it seemed to look back then. Because the opening scene, I talked about this just the other day too, but I still reminisce. It's so nostalgic. The opening scene was like when they're hopping off of the main boat onto like a little side boat to row their way over to Skull Island. And it actually looked like water, and looking back at it now, it's like that was not that realistic looking, you know. But back then, it was like, oh my God, this is crazy. It's like it's real life. Raising kids at that time. Yep. I was still in school. I was still in school for sure. It's funny. I'm in my 30s, and people will sit there and talk about I'll speak a language that's just so this or you know dinosaur that, and I'm like, I don't think y'all. Man, I don't think I ever realized how young like 17 is. You know, like in hindsight, it's like, wow, I still feel like a kid now. I still feel like a kid right stinking now, let me tell you. Well, it's got to happen to all of us at some point, I'm supposing. But you're definitely killing it, whether you're an oldie or not. You're definitely killing it on Call of the Wild. Freaking what is that, 400 kills? 400 kills, Naya, in the last, 24 hours or 36 hours? What has it been? I remember the first time you told me about your grind, you said you were just over 5,000. That's crazy. That's doing good. I definitely want to co-stream with you sometime, if I could. I don't know. That's another thing. How in the world, I don't think we could actually team up even on PC, because I'd have to play the Xbox version on PC, huh? Oh, crap. Would that be compatible? I don't know. I don't think it... That sucks. That kind of sucks. It does make me wonder, is it even possible to take a non-cross-platform game, keep everybody's data, not delete their accounts, and somehow make it cross-platform without releasing a whole new game? Is that even a thing? I've had some people ask about when they're gonna... 466 boar today. That's wild. I've gotten 12 roe deer today. Less. I've got like seven males and like 5 or 6 females. I'm doing a lot of traveling, though. I don't have all my tripods. I don't have all my tents. I still have a tent or two that I need to pick and put somewhere. That's for sure. But let's see here. I really need to put one probably right chaw, maybe? Right chaw. I got one tent to spare right now, and I don't really know what I want to do with it. I really don't. Hey, I tried really hard to spawn it today, but alas, the boar won. That how many great ones did you say you had again? Like what, 5 or 6? I don't got any, so I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean 4. Gotcha. I have pressure, just in case you hear me ask the same question, guys, 1,000 times. I have chronic pressure in my head from an infection that was left from an operation up in that area. And so the pressure, I don't have like Alzheimer's or dementia like memory type issues, right? But the pressure makes it where I can't retain things very well. It's just too anatomically distracting, whatever it is, physiologically distracting. So please bear with me if I do forget names or details and all that stuff. I hear that. I don't know why it's trying to hold back an LMAO for crying out loud. Like, that's really the worst thing that it could be said when it allows other things to be said that are much worse. All right, guys, we definitely need to come shoot one of these over here sometime. We're at 1900, so I'm a fast travel over here. And we're doing pretty good at getting these lakes shot down. The traveling part of it is super, super slow because not a lot of tents to spare, right? But we're going to set the time for about 15:45. Just a little bit after 15:30, making sure that hopefully they're there. We don't stop them on their way in or something. You have settings set strangely. I love my OBS. What settings do I have set strangely? What settings do I love OBS. I love OBS. I switched from Streamlabs. So much better. Speaking of which, glitchy confetti. Let's go. See, that one wasn't glitchy at all. What in the world? Easy killer. Easy killer. That one was not glitchy whatsoever. Things being held. Things being held on my stream? You mean like the overlays? All right, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and set the time like that. Oh, you mean like that stuff? That fun stuff? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you, I could scream at ChatGPT all day to make that stuff happen. Let me tell you. And trust me, even my kids know I hate ChatGPT. I love him and I hate him. I tried what the mod holds. I don't know what the mod holds. You're losing me, Naya. I'm sorry. I'm dumb sometimes. I'm slow, Naya. Sometimes I'm very, very slow. It's just like brick wall, can't get through it for some reason. I have no idea. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. And it's okay. You can give up explaining it to me too. Like, trust me, people sometimes have to do that. It's ridiculous. But, I try. I'm not trying to be a dum-dum. Just kind of happens naturally sometimes. The mod holds. You're talking about my fancy roe deer right there? That's what you're talking about, isn't it? My fancy roe deer? Or the grass? Or the roe deer symbol up top that I can just, boop, make go up by one. I tell you what, I'm just kidding. There's an update on OBS. Well, I guess I will do it and not screw. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I have not actually done the update on OBS either. Honestly, I haven't. And I probably need to. But I've been dealing with so many different plugins and learning extension this and app that and plug in this. Like, for example, on the ground, I'm going to press the button and it'll go up to 13, right? Boom. I finally programmed it where I have that convenience of just being able to press a button on my stream controller. I got a 5-fine stream controller. And that makes it where I can just press that button and not have to worry about, stopping, putting the controller down, grabbing my mouse, right-clicking on the source and clicking properties, typing up the new number, and then saving it, every single time I kill something. I'm going to keep it at 13, and whether I forget to change it or not the next time, I'm not really concerned about it because I have definitely... An Elgato? You have an Elgato? Heck yeah, that's like top of the line. But I'm definitely behind on my rotor kills on that screen, so I'm not trying to cheat, guys. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to be as accurate as I can, but I have definitely forgotten at least once or twice to up the number after killing some. So I'm going to try and just remember to not press it this next time so I can for sure know that I'm not getting ahead of myself. But we're just gonna try and be as accurate as we can. I'm not too worried about forgetting because I'm 99% sure I've not upped the number on some kills. So I'm thinking maybe I should put male roe deer kills at the top, but I don't want it taking up all that much space. Does that make sense? Like I don't want it taking up that much, you know. But I'm thinking about it. I really am. Because other people might not know if I mean like the total amount of kills or just the male kills. And I want people to know. I don't want people to think that I've killed 13 total, including, you know, I mean, 13's low enough as it is for crying out loud. But without having tripods, I pretty much get to shoot the same area once or twice and then go somewhere else. All right, this should definitely be close enough now to be seeing something as soon as we can get some kind of angle through there. Weathered, how you doing, bro, Chacho? I still got you with me. How's Hunt Showdown treating you today? I'm probably going to be playing some Hunt Showdown tomorrow, guys. And then over the weekend, I'm going to be getting back on some Call of the Wild, I think. Not a guarantee, but I think. At the very least, y'all, just remember Wednesdays. That's when we're for sure here. Unless there's some sort of appointment or medical thing or whatever. We got a lot of different games we stream, I tell you what. I used to really kind of despise how little time I had for each game, but then I'm starting to realize as I get more accustomed to the schedule, I'm looking forward to each day because it's been 5 or 6 days since the last time I got to play that game, right? And I used to just play whatever I wanted when I wanted, which is generally how you want to do it, you know? But don't spook. Don't spook. Okay, he's a small level 1. He's exactly where we want him. We want him right here where he is. So let's carefully keep going. I don't really care if we spook these guys because if I remember right, there's not a level 2 on this side of the lake over here. Just a bunch of, we're getting these 3 exterior lakes down here about where we want them. These 3, we're getting pretty close on those. It is a long process though. Obviously we got 1 level 2 guy there, and then 1 trivial level 1 guy right. Cha. Is that another? Okay, I was about to say. Okay, yeah, these are all level 1s. There's only 1 level 2 over here, and it's that guy. And so we're going to take him out real quick. I'm going to get up just a little bit closer and take a quick shot at him. And then we got more groups down this way. But I'm going to try and shoot him from at least 150. At least 150. Right about exactly 150 if I can. And hit him with that Maradi hollow point. That'd be exactly how I want to do that. Just about exactly 150. All right. So, yep, 4x12. I'm going to try and hit him with that hollow point. It's just a little bit cheaper, and it is nice and broadside. He is sitting there perfect broadside shot. All right. First miss of the day, guys. Here we go. I think he's down. I think he's down. If I can choose broadside shots with a nice impacting gun like the Maradi, I will do that every time. We definitely got to take that guy out, but we're going to let him calm down for a little bit before we do. And we will have successfully gotten at least a couple level 2s off of here. I'm going to keep that at 13 for the first guy, but don't let me forget y'all for the second one to bump it up to 14. That's for sure. Okay, he's actually pretty upset. He's actually heading out. He's a level 1 trivial. I don't feel like it's definitely not time for him to head out yet, and he didn't flee. I mean, we're like 250 meters away from him. So I think he's going to stop and drink again. How long have you been playing Call of the Wild, Naya? How long did it take you to start doing Great One grinds? I just now started this one, my first one ever, after years of playing this game. At least 2.5 years, something like that. A couple years. Nah, I think right about 2 years. Right about 2 years. A year ago. Dang. Golly. I'm starting to find that I took a lot longer than most people to get into the actual Great One grind thing. I've always been such an anti-Google person on how to do stuff. I'm just so stubborn. All right, y'all. We can definitely get a shot on him, but I'm going to wait till we get a little closer, and hopefully he shows us something besides his rear end. Hopefully. That would be super nice. Then we can get another cheap hollow point shot on him. If I get within 150 of this guy, I'll probably just use the hollow point on the 243, but who knows? I've heard earlier today, somebody told me, like, yeah, the 243 sucks over distance, like really sucks over distance. I've never taken too many 300-meter shots with it, but I've never, you know, at least not with hollow points. All right, we got him from 149.66, so he paid us 683. Look at that. Let's go. Right about where I want it. A little high, just barely, but, you know, not much. Pooh convinced me to play it and had a gift package that he gave me and then to my husband because everyone had. Hey, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it, Runjin Lee. I'm going to just call you Lee. We're definitely going to spook her. We're definitely going to spook her. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Then to my husband because everyone already had it and EW gave him 2 packages to give away. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I didn't know I didn't know any names of any streamers for anything. First of all, I'm starting to learn some now that I'm a streamer, but that's only because of getting into it, right? We had Chopper pop in and talk to us for a second. You know, he said he like popped in the chat, sent a couple chats real quick, and then one of my viewers was like, Chopper was here, and I'm like, what? And then Lady Legend, we actually started looking up her videos on YouTube on how to do grinds, and she rated our channel after, and I recognized the name, and I about lost it. I was like, hold on. I was like, you're telling me you're rating my channel? She's a huge channel. What's up, Cannon? How you doing, bro, Chacho? How are you, my friend? I've not heard of very many names. I've not heard of very many names other than Chopper and Lady, and what was it? Is it Pooch? You said Pooch? Yep, Pooch. Poochie 3 something, bunch of numbers. That guy I know now just because he rated me. I didn't know he was a big channel either until just the other night. And that's not me trying to be like rude or like, no, I haven't heard of him or anything like that. It's just I genuinely do not watch streams. I never really have. And so I do a little bit now that I'm actually getting into it, but I've just never really been introduced to it. You know, both grinding roe deer I see. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So that guy is still here, but where is that level 2 dude that was up this direction? I know that he was somewhere in the area. Hold on. I don't think we're going to get him, guys. I think he's just being difficult for us, honestly. I got to yapping again. Y'all know I did. I got to yapping again right there. I didn't realize how much I just walked up on him. He created herd management. Really? Really? I need to learn a little bit more about herd management. That's for sure. We are super duper close to this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and just get the heart. I'm going to go ahead and get the, I'm going to get the polymer tip on the 243. I did not mean to get this close to them though. I got 2 level 3s and a rare today so far. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. It takes a real brainiac to kind of figure out how to do some of the stuff they figured out in this game. That's for sure. That's for sure. He has all sorts of vids out on some with Lady Legend, and it was Poochie, right? You're talking about Ibu, however you say that. All right. I do kind of want to shoot him from right here. I don't really love this angle though, but I don't want to get a whole lot closer. So we're going to take a shot. We're just going to try and get through somewhere. That's about as good as I could get it in there. I'm hoping that was good enough. Is it really the worst angle you could ask for? The absolute worst angle you could ask for. Let's see if he goes down. Well, definitely not a vital. We definitely, Ibu. I just say Ibu. Definitely not a vital if he even goes down. I know that wasn't exactly ideal, y'all, but at 50 meters, I didn't want to sit there and try and, yeah, should have used the Marathi. The Marathi would have got through for sure. The Marathi would have got through without a shadow of a doubt. Let me see here, guys. We're going to pop over to another lake and continue the herd management. I might go to this one and then actually come on over. I'm actually going to go south and around to the east side of that one. Come join the Mechanexus. speaking of which, let me go ahead and pin that. I buy. Gotcha. I buy. You know, you would think I would maybe assume that. I don't know. I almost put disket, like biscuit, but with disket, right? That's not how that works. All right, let's see here. We're going to pin that. Guys, nobody has to join this just because I'm pinning it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, please come join. You know, I'm not trying to twist anybody's arm. But if you guys are looking for it, if you guys are looking for a Call of the Wild community, we're trying to build one, but it's not strictly Call of the Wild. I have to be honest. It's a variety. We have a large variety of channels for various things and other games, but we also have a whole category just for Call of the Wild because we're trying to make that like a focused point of the stream without it being like the only thing we do. Let's see here. If I could ever get it to work. I'm sorry, I'm posting this right now if it would ever work for me. Good golly gosh. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let me tell you what. All right, there it is, guys. Just in case anybody is looking to connect with us, no worries if not. We're glad to see you with or without the Discord stuff or the monthly stuff or anything. We're just glad you're here. All right, let's run around this way a little bit. I think I am going to drive that, actually. I think I am going to drive that at least a little bit. Let me mark exactly where I think they're going to be, like the close end of it. And I'm going to drive to at least like 350, something like that. Mecca, remember the 3 G1 incidents yesterday? Oh, yeah. Well, I remember 2. I remember there was a muley and a fallow. There's only 2 I saw. I don't remember a third. But I do remember how ridiculous it was. Guys, I shot a fallow deer great one yesterday with the wrong ammo type and thought I really put a good one, put a good shot in there, right? Nope, it was the Arzina 300 on a red deer. Or on a fallow deer. That's not the right bullet for that. Okay, we are actually already pretty close to where they might sense us a little bit, but I'm still going to get around the bend at least a little bit. And then we shot a muley. I never shot at a red deer. I never shot the red deer. I saw it briefly, but had to hop off after that. If I remember right, you did. Happens with all them guns. That is why I only carry one gun. Honestly, yesterday I was so scatterbrained, like unbelievably scatterbrained with like the all the stuff that was going on, and not just in a bad way, not just like the word challenge, but I was so excited to have all y'all talking to me at the same time. We usually have a good time on Call of the Wild Wednesdays, even without raids. But when a big channel raids like that, oh man, it was crazy. Even your raid earlier today, it was just absolutely insane to me. I'm so excited when those things happen. So yeah, definitely. Ooh, I think these roe deer are going to be further up on the bank because I don't think they're going to be right on the water right there. But we're going to find out. They're close enough for us to see, like, be rendered. But I'm not seeing them at all, and it's definitely their time. But yeah, I definitely need to get into the habit of only carrying less guns. But honestly, this I love. Like 3, I usually carry a 4th weapon, but only because I always want to be prepared for everything, right? Maybe not the best attitude for this because you don't want to carry 15 different rifles. You want to be smarter than that. Plan things out. What is up, Charlie? How you doing? Charlie? Welcome to Thumbstick Thursday that we're turning into Call of the Wild Wednesday on a Thursday. I was excited to see you were on. So raid it was. Pooch is on a mini vacation. So hey, there you go. So does your husband play too? So Pooch is the streamer, right? Does your husband stream as well, Naya? Does he I think you said earlier, like you got your husband into it too, I think, or something like that. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. All right. About to say it is. I think getting a spouse into this game is one of the easiest games to get into. How's Charlie doing today? MX210. How you doing, bro, Chacho? Mecha Diamond is getting crushed by a bell right now. Crushed by a bell? What do you mean crushed by a bell? What you mean? If it's anything negative, Cannon, just keep that between you and him, bro, Chacho, because I don't want him popping on here or you popping on here and you guys seeing either one talk about the other. We'll keep that off the stream. And I'm not mad about it at all. But like I said, if he's watching or if you're watching and one of y'all talks about the other, that's just not going to be. It's not going to be like appreciated, you know. And you're both still, you're both still awesome to me, even if you kind of don't agree on everything. There was one down there. There we go. Level 2, we got to get that one off of this lake for sure. And by golly, we're gonna. He has played a bit, but is so tired after work. Yeah, I can imagine. I can freaking imagine. All right, if we're here, whoa, no. You're a little bit too alert there, sir. He's not that big of a level 2. He's a small level 2. I don't know why he's so sensitive. I'm going to try to get up to about 75, and that way I can use a hollow point if I got a broadside angle on him. I know that sounds so extra cheap with how inexpensive 243 bullets are, but if I can use a free bullet to put a roe deer down, I'm going to do it. 12-hour days. Oh, my gosh, yeah. I've seen a few 12-hour days in my day before my spinal condition. I'll tell you that much right now. I struggle with sitting up for more than 4 hours right now. I freaking can't win for losing. You know, it's like, it seems like if you're working your tail off, and if, you know, or you're just not working at all nowadays. It seems like a lot of the situations we find ourselves in with how the economy is and how everything is nowadays shouldn't be like that. But I know a lot of people have been through that, sticky situation where they can't really afford to work because they need certain things to get for not working. I don't mean just people taking advantage of it. I mean people actually not being able to afford health insurance and things like that. That's always been a weird one for me. All right, we're going to get a little bit more to the left. We're pretty close to 75, so we can do that right here. But we're definitely going to get more of a broadside angle on him because I'm just not looking to continue dealing with it. You think if I punch a hole in that spot right there with a 243 hollow point, you think that's going to do the trick? Because of how close you are, you got close. Yep. Oh, yeah. We're definitely... Oh, hello. He's also pretty decent, too. Wow. We got a lot of level 2s here, guys, and we got to clear off of this one. This is the closest one. Maybe some of these have been spawning. I'm going to wait until they drink and see if I can catch any of them drinking and get a new zone. That one's drinking. That's not a new zone. Boy, howdy. I should just get my bow out and do this, really, if you think about it. A bow would be a great way to do this right now. Honestly, I bet you could actually do a lot of great one grinds with a bow, at least in part. All right, we're going to shoot that guy right there. He's just kind of looking like he's needing it, you know. Not too bad. And I'm hoping that gets through to a lung. It was definitely where a lung was, but it's not looking like it did. It did. Fun shooting beavers with a bow. I have yet to get ASCII. To see how the beavers are. Mecca, I had to work a 6-hour shift at school today. I'm going to go ahead and just let you think that. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I shouldn't tease. Everything I do to make money is now just sitting on my keister at home, you know, but I can't tell you guys how ridiculous this spinal condition's been. The surgery has made it worse instead of better. All in all, the levels of pain are higher. And the doctor wrote me my freaking walking papers after 5 months of telling him that it's not okay. You know, he's like, sorry, don't know what to tell you. You know, you're telling me that was a non-vital organ? Okay, never mind. That's just a medium bleed rate. Okay, that guy. No! God dang, I'm not being careful enough. When I get excited and yapping, y'all, I forget to be careful on the game. I really do. I really, really do. We did get too high on him. He still went down. I'll take it. We're just trying to get level 2s off of this lake. That's all we really care about. Level 2 miner. We can take that one from here if we put a polymer tip on. Let's just go ahead and put a polymer tip on and get closer to 150-ish. We can take that one out real fast. I want to make sure that I know just about... What? I thought you were gone, bro. I thought you were completely gone. All right, so got some mid-pressure. We can shoot this close one and that far one and get 4 of them off this lake real quick. That was another deer. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I am freaking forgetting to put the deer on here all the time. That was at least 14. Did I shoot 1 or 2 since 13? I can't remember. We could be at 30 for now, for all I care. For all I know. I never have any idea how many we've actually shot. Squirrel. Anyway, 15. Oh, we're at 15? We're at 15? All right. Thank you, Naya. Level 1 trivial. He's the one barking at us. He's the one getting all nervous with us, so we'll just leave him be. This one's just about at range. I want to get a little bit closer since it's a 243. Been figuring out how much I don't favor 243s. It is a polymer tip, though, so I am going to be all right with it. You can get out of here, bro. We're not worried about you. We're not worried about you. You and your girlfriend are safe. You're in the right place at the right time. All right, that's going to be just about where we want it. So, let's see here. I'm going to go right. I'm probably going to hit his humerus, but I'm just going to go for it. That should have definitely got through too long, and it did. Thank you very much, Naya. Yeah, I've definitely found out over the course of having like 7, at least, I know it's at least 7 surgeries by now, because I remember we got like 5 nose and sinus and whatnot ones, and we got the spinal surgery, and then we got the one in Ohio. It was technically a surgery, but I was awake for it. But I guess if you include all the ones that are technical surgeries, I'm at like 15 or something. But we've had a lot of major surgeries, at least 6 major surgeries, you know, like pretty like full blown surgery under anesthesia, under for a good long while. I'm just going to let him chill for a second because he's going to have to die too, honestly. He's going to have to die. He's going to run. He's going to run. No? Maybe not. I don't think I want to shoot that like that, though. He's definitely pretty unhappy. I was going to crawl for a little bit just to slowly make some headway while he's calming down. Got to change my monitor. I am lucky enough to be blessed with everything I need to be comfortable, though. I will say that. Like I got an elevated monitor and a reclined chair that I can use to support my neck. So it makes gaming one thing I can do rather than just, honestly, even laying in a bed doesn't really help it. But you know, the less activity, the better. The less activity, the better. So I'm pretty beyond spoiled. I'm pretty beyond spoiled. I'm a lucky individual. Lucky, lucky, lucky individual. I do think it's true that you don't really realize how good things are until you miss them. You know? There's one I'm walking right up to us, but it's one of those level 1s that we don't really care about. I do need to go pick up that other dude's body right in front of me soon, but we'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear. Does anybody ever call in roe deer, Naya? Does anybody ever call in the deer they're trying to thin out off of a exterior zone? That's him right there, by George. That's him right there. Oh, my goodness gracious, Ignatius. Let's see if we can punch him in the heart real quick. Yep. Is that too much pressure? Okay, nope, that's good. We're going to stop right there, at least for this lake, and make our rounds elsewhere when it comes to scouting and shooting and whatnot. 150.53. And by George, 200 set score, $738 for a level 2 for a silver. Wow. Dark gray. I better keep an eye out. I haven't seen anyone call them. All right, let's see here. I can get this to work with me. All right, $700 for a couple of silvers. That's crazy. I've seen some golds that pay like 500, like high 500s on a past harvest check. I've seen that before. Maybe it was glitch. Maybe it was a glitch. Oh my goodness, you're right. 17. God dang. Thank you, Naya. This is what I'm talking about. I'm probably at 25 or something realistically, but I keep forgetting. You are the best. You are absolutely the best. I appreciate it. I didn't used to have such a horrible time focusing. It's just the freaking pressure. I get excited too. Caffeine definitely is something that I should not have as much of that I do quite enjoy. I enjoy me some caffeine, I tell you. All right. Well, we got some pretty, it's not high pressure, but it's definitely not like, no pressure. That's for sure. At 1731, they're definitely going to be gone. But I'm still going to take my time here to at least check out all the tracks, see if they have any drink zone indicators from other like new respawns, something like that. Had. Let's see here. I definitely don't. This is going to sound really girly. I'm a wine person, really, honestly. I don't really, I don't really drink a whole lot of the Hall, the Hall of Alk. Not that I'm like against having any. It's just me personally. I don't really. My medications don't. You're not supposed to have them together anyway. So it's like now I can't. But even before that, it's like once in a bright blue moon. Once in a bright blue moon. I'm calling Mecca having a 5K kill grind. I hope you're wrong, sir, because I'm not stopping until I get 3 of them. I'm not stopping until I get 3 of them. 3 of them. I might stop and take breaks in the process, but I'm not switching to a new Great One grind until I get 3. Until I have $516,000 to spend on the tents and tripods for a whole new grind. I am not switching. I want to get the map multi-mount, the deluxe multi-mount of the 3 brothers, the 3, buck roe deer, and I want to have them all 3 be great ones. That way my first Great One trophy is like a real freaking good trophy, I like wine, but love my rum and Pepsi. I haven't had those two together. I've had a blank on the beach. I try to watch my language a little bit because we don't have the 18 or older thing turned on, but, and I don't want to limit my audience at this point in my streaming journey. That's for sure. But I try to make sure I keep things mindful, that is why I went after the second boar. Yep. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Blank on the beach. That drink is just, I hate ordering it, let me tell you, but, I've had that at a concert or two. Have to put 18 plus in your title. Well, it depends on the platform. There's some platforms you can actually put like it's intended for 18 or older or not intended for kids, blah, blah, blah. But, but yeah, I just don't do it. I just don't keep it. I also have people who are under, who aren't quite of age that at that point that I still do for sure listen and hang out and stuff. Guys, where the crap are these roe deer respawning at? That's what I want to know. Where are they respawning at? We've discovered every single drinking zone possible. Like we've really gone over the river, the lakes, like 4, 5, 6 times a piece. I have no idea where else they could be. This could be where some of them are going. That's right. This one only had the 2 zones on the bottom left of it. I guarantee you up here might be where some of them are actually going because we couldn't get their zones to appear for some reason. I'm wondering if we got some drink zones now, if we got some of them spawning across the map from us. It shouldn't really make it where they spawn across the map. But I do wonder if we got a couple of zones there that we've missed. Got the Great One yet? Absolutely not, dude. We are 17 kills and I would crap my pants. Dude. First one ever. Hey, Mecca, I drive a car in GTA, so that means I can drive in real life. So that technically means no, by no means at all. Nope. I deny your logic, sir. Nope. All right. I'm going to guess 14. Okay. Anyway. Doesn't really matter. I'm just kidding. I've had some viewers who are like, yeah, I just sound like I'm a lot younger than I am. And I can't, obviously I can't tell. I've had some that sound like they're, still squeakers and claim to be, close to 18 or 18. I've had some of them that are like, I've met some 59, 60-year-old people that sound like they're like 21-year-old, college students hanging out, just toking it up in a freaking, video game. Like just really, really, young sounding, young speaking, the way they enunciate, and even there's like the pitch of their voice. Like legitimately thought I was playing with somebody like 5 to 10 years younger than me. He's like 59. I'm 59 and don't drive, so don't rush it, Cannon. Oh yeah, dude, definitely. I'll tell you this much right now: do not wish to be older too much. Just be happy with where you're at. Giveaway, is the giveaway still on the title? Is giveaway still on the title? Did I forget to take that off? That was no. Giveaway is not still on the title, as far as I can see. Guys, tell me please. Does it say giveaway in the title? No, it does not. The giveaway is every month on a Wednesday, Rovin. It's every month on the Wednesday on or after the 15th. So it was yesterday. We had 3 gift cards go out, one to one of our paid subscribers, and then we had 2 go out to the people participating in the hunt giveaway. I heard through the grapevine of a giveaway. Yep, that was yesterday. So just for future reference, Rovin, I'm sorry that you missed it. I'm really sorry. We do it every month. We announce when it's going to be ahead of time, but it's every month on the 15th on or after, sorry, on the Wednesday evening on or after the 15th. I made that way too complicated. So if Wednesday lands on the 15th, that's when we'll do it. If it's like the 18th or 19th or 20th or whatever, it's just the one on or after. And we do a raffle hunt giveaway system. Let me see. Let me show it to you real quick before you go. We have a good system set up. If I can get it on there, for crying out loud. There we go. So that right there, Chal, is how the points work. You get female kills, no harvest check required, and we use the saved harvest portion of the trophy manager to screenshot and verify the kills. You get 1 point for mallard, rabbit, turkey, 2 for deer, and 3 for moose, coyote, black bear, and elk on Layton Lake. So if you catch us on the next one, you have a good chance of winning. We only usually have like 2 or 3 people competing in it. By George, y'all, we're not seeing any new zones at all. Like, no matter what I do, how many I kill, which is not a lot, we have yet to see any respawns. I've seen one female respawn. I do need to kill some of the females. That is part of what's going on, that's for sure. That is part of what's going on. It's, well, so far it's always on Layton, because what the aim of it is to get anybody and everybody into the game also, and get a community event going that's not limited to 8 people because of the multiplayer limitations. So for now, it is on Layton Lake. For now, it is. In the future, we will change it up, just not quite yet. But it'll be awesome, awesome, awesome. We do have the link to the Mech Nexus pinned at the chat. We do have to verify the kills through screenshots on the Mech Nexus. We have a channel labeled Raffle Hunt Kill Screenshots or whatever. So you don't have to join us now if you don't want to, but next month, if you want to hang out and do that competition with us, we'd love to have you. Just hop on the Mech Nexus with us so we can verify and win a gift card. It's going to be, we have a lot of choices too of gift cards. Let me see if I can get Mecha holding the gift card on the screen. I can't read my buttons. There it is. Those are the options, guys. Those are the options for the gift cards as of right now. We've done a few months in a row now of having literally 1 to 2 people competing. No, Cannon, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. We want people to play. We want people to play immediately. We're trying to grow. We're trying to grow. Love you. Love you. We're trying to grow. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He says that because Cannon's one of our winners of last month, and so you can only win 1 month in a row, right? Like you can't win 2, 3, 4 times in a row. So he's going to be competing next month, and next month we're going to have hopefully a few more people participate, have a good time. All right, guys, let's figure out where the crap are these deer going. Why are they not respawning? I know a good portion of them have to be pairs, but not all 17 of them are pairs. I might destroy him though. Let him try. Let him try. First of all, dude, I don't think you got. Did you get 84 points last time? You got a lot of points. You definitely got a lot of points. Takedown. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My headset distracted me. My headset started crackling and breaking up and stuff. I hate that these do that. But all right, guys. Thank you, Naya, for reminding me. Let's go over here and fast travel, drive down the main lake a little bit. Big part of the problem is definitely that a lot of these guys have girlfriends, but I know not all 17 of them we're doubles, we're paired up, right? So kind of wondering how many females I'm going to have to start shooting to get them off of those lakes, but we'll see. We'll find out. I'm starting to think a lot more of them were that than what I realized. That's starting to get to me. That's for sure. I'm thinking that's happening. Mecca, go to a tent and put a time 1 minute ahead. They should spawn. Really? You change the time to 1 minute ahead? I'm just gonna do this for now. I appreciate that info though. I'm definitely gonna use that later. I got $10,000 on me right now, and I still have 8 more tripods I have to buy. So I'm gonna try and not reset the time too often until I get some kind of tripods. It's just getting too pricey. Let's see here. I'm getting a little stuffy, guys. I'm not trying to sound all different. My voice does struggle at times, just at times. Let's see here. Believe it or not, I used to be a singer until it started really struggling. Acid reflux, tell you what. Allergies and acid reflux really got me on the vocal stuff. It's called the 1 minute trick lady uses. Yep, I did hear her say something about that in her video on the one lake method. I think I did actually hear her mention doing that. I'm definitely going to use the crap out of it. Oh, chemo. Well, I hope that it at least did its job for your health, that at least, got the job done that it needed to. Sorry to hear that, Naya. My mom, good deal. My mom, I used to work for an insurance company called Aflac. Most people have heard of them. Like the vast majority of people have heard of Aflac, right? Well, anyway, so the cancer plan that they had for that was just absolutely fantastic. It's a great plan. But I really wanted my parents to get it for their own health and not for me getting commission. So I said, go buy it from your work. Your agent will get paid, not me, but please go buy that plan. I kid you not, y'all. We were looked after so good. My mom bought that plan, and after only 1 month got diagnosed with some serious stuff. And she's completely free now. She's completely, everything in her body's benign. Everything, they got it all out. She's a whole, entirely benign person. Physiologically speaking. And so I'm joking. But yeah, they got it all out. And I kid you not, all they had to do was pay like $20 for the first month. And then after that, they didn't have to make any more payments. And they paid them like the full amount that they offer, really honestly, for it. They didn't fight it. They weren't difficult about it. It was really a good situation. I was super happy about it. Couldn't believe it. I really thought that was some intervention right there. To get a cancer plan 1 month before getting diagnosed. She didn't know, and it wasn't like she suspected having it at all. There was no red signs or red flags. There was nothing going on. Had no clue. And then a month and a half after getting the plan, got paid like a good amount. Made it very, very much more affordable than it is for most people between the major medical and the supplemental that they had on top of it and all that stuff. It was the best situation you could ask for that type of situation. And definitely hope and pray for more situations like that with people dealing with that nowadays. But some of my socials are really just like a whole ton of them are some, I don't want to say like sad stories just to belittle it. Like, I don't mean it in a bad way, but like a lot of people who I'm finding out have things, like definitely worse than me. Like, I'm hurting a lot, but I'm finding some other people who definitely have some situations every bit as bad and worse, and I've noticed that, and I'm not trying to cross promote or nothing. I'm not even on a lot of these platforms live, right? But I noticed that there are some of them that really favor certain types of profiles like that, Mecca, you can lend your favorite person $500. I need it for the 5 nights up front. No, absolutely not. Sir, you can lend me $500. I'm here to make a buck. Let me tell you. I'm trying to get this income growing for my family. So if I had $500 to give you, sir, I wouldn't. But I would at least act nicer about it. I would act like, what are you talking about? I'm too broke. See, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. All right. let's just keep it driving, guys. We're going to have to start shooting some females. We're going to have to start shooting some females off of the other lakes. I know that we shot a good number of solo dudes off of those, but for whatever frickin' reason, I can't get them. I can't get them to respawn at all. We have 32 more minutes of game time, so like 8 minutes max. We're not going to take the whole 8 minutes, but we have about 8 minutes max of real time to spot any respawns. My husband had insurance for the two of us. Then when it came for renewal, it was a code through work. Pay for it when we work. Wow. Wow. They paid. Wow. Wow. Well, that's nice. I don't like Bruno Mars. I'm not trying, I mean, if anybody else likes him, fine. I don't personally like him. I don't like him. I don't like the music. Not my style. So I'm going for it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely go for it. Heck yeah, go for it. Absolutely. It's so easy. I think people fail to realize that when there is assistance out there and people willing to do that, they really can do it a lot of times, because so many people don't even bother to try. A lot of people don't even bother to try to get the stuff they're qualified to get, when it comes to certain types of aid for financial or medical things. I saw a lady earlier today that had a hand transplant. Guys, I didn't know we were actually doing that. I didn't know that was a real thing. This lady, she lost her limbs, and that's... I don't blame her for doing it, it would, oh my gosh, the sensation of having someone else's hand be your hand. I mean, it's got to be the hugest blessing to her ever, because she had no hands at all, right? But I saw a lady who had hands, and God bless her, she was the sweetest lady. The sweetest lady. But I found out partway through the video that she did actually have one hand transplant stick. And so she had two hands done. One of them didn't stick. But one of them did, and I didn't even know we had the ability to do that. 31 people. Yep. In that one, we got multiple of them going. It's been weird. We've gone anywhere from we peaked at 251 concurrent just a few weeks ago. And then the school year started, and we immediately dropped down to nothing. And now we're just getting kind of back to where we were. Appreciate it, Cannon. Appreciate it. Well, it's good to know that we got some of our regulars here hanging out with us. Welcome, y'all. Mechanic TTV. We usually play Call of the Wild, guys. Remember, we play every Wednesday, twice. We might play on Thursdays. We might play on the weekends. But if you really want to know what day is going to be the day to come check out our hunting stream, it's going to be on Wednesdays. If you see us on other days, you might catch us playing this, or you might catch us playing something else, kind of back and forth. What is up, Limpid guys? The one and only Limpid X is here, y'all. I'm going to shout out Limpid X for sure. That guy is awesome. Works his tail off for his family. Works his tail off for this stream, for other streams. That guy is awesome. That guy is absolutely awesome. And he actually joins us quite a bit for Hunt Showdown and some other stuff. He joined us for the monthly hunt raffle yesterday. Love that guy to death. How you doing, Limp? Hope your day is going good, brother. Time to set 1605. I'm definitely set for all of them to spawn. I mean, I'm trying to scout the respawns right now, and I'm finding none of them because I think I'm mostly shooting dudes with girlfriends and not realizing it. Let me check here. I'm going to check a little stretch right here real quick, and then we're going to get back to shooting them. Look at Ben Askren's story with the lung transplant, and a little over a year later went back and wrestled one more time before retiring. Really? Yeah, I knew that we could do, I saw one lady who had a double lung transplant, and now she needs another. God dang it, And so I hope that works out for her. I know that things like that are super, super daunting. I've seen some, I've seen some stuff that makes me really, value my situation more. And I've said it before to people too. I've never been in more pain in my life. The chronic pain from my spine is I didn't think within the first few months, I didn't think I'd be able to live with it. And the doctor confirmed that most people can't. Most people are absolutely losing it at about 4 or 5 months. I've been dealing with it for about 4.5, 5 years now. And, you know, it got really easy to think, man, I don't think it get much worse than this. And then you see, and then you figure out, and your phone listens to you sometimes, and then you figure out you're wrong. It can always get worse. All right, let me look at my hotspot map. This should be a stretch, guys, where there are some roe deer. Nope, this is the end of the stretch where there's roe deer. Down here is where some more roe deer start. Down right about Cha. Right about Cha. I don't think we're gonna find any though. So let's get back to shooting them. Let's get back to shooting them. I'm gonna go to. I was trying to shoot down these lakes, but I have not. I'm going to go to them right now. I have not actually yet put up some tripods. I'm missing most of my tripods, which is why it's slowing down the grind so much until we earn 8 more of them. But I know how pain in the back feels. I have degenerative bone disease and lower spine. Yep. Yeah, it sucks. I feel like... you know, I've definitely dealt with a lot of aches and pains in like doing a whole bunch of contact sports and stuff. I say a whole bunch, like multiple, like years of it though. This is definitely something that is just unbelievable. It's mine was from an injury. It's just like my discs got completely crushed, you know, and boy howdy, the nerve damage from it just, god dang. Get some females to even it out. Yeah, gonna have to. Absolutely gonna have to. I think I am, guys. We are gonna do a little bow. We are gonna use it. We're gonna get the bow out for a little bit because without using the tripods right now, we're really not doing it the right way. So let me put this tent up, and we're gonna bow shoot some females. We're gonna bow shoot quite a few females, try and get them to start respawning for us. I got the ambusher DLC with this recurve bow right here. What? Hold up. Hold the phone. You're telling me there's still not enough room? Okay, it didn't put the tent up. There you go. I was like, I know there should be enough room. We're going to get the takedown recurve bow, put the rangefinder sight on it, and get us some 420. We're going to get all the arrows just because I always do. I don't see the point in just carrying one ammo type. A bunny might hop in front of me, and I'll wish I could shoot it. So there we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. We're going to change the time. And we're going to get us some hunting done since we're adding too much pressure with guns. There we go. All right, let me go change the time. And we'll get to shooting. We got a lot of females to kill now because we have killed a lot of their boyfriends. All right, let's see here. I'm going to say 15:45. I'm trying to buy as much time as I can. Just happy to be out of the heat. Good deal. I went from 6 to 5'10", permanently shortened me, telescoping my spine, and gave me, yep. Yeah, it's crazy. I haven't seen, I saw a little bit of height change, but not really much. I used to be 6 even. I got to be like 5'11" and 3/4. Like I saw like a quarter to a half of an inch change. All right, so we got a north wind. We're going to go here to this west lake first. We are working, guys, on shooting down the deer on these 3 to where we have nothing but level 1s, preferably small level 1s, right? And then we're going to be switching to some more exterior lakes. So far we do have nothing but level 2 dudes as of now at the main lake. We already got that lowered down to nothing but dudes. But we absolutely are going to probably have some more spawn on there after we kill some of these chicky poos that we've been letting live, because I haven't really been checking thoroughly enough as to whether or not there's solos or duos. Yeah, it's super weird. I've met a lot of people, you know, I've definitely come to the knowledge that we can always have some sort of idea what the other person's going through, but we can never fully know what the person's going through. I've had a lot of people found out got a lot worse situations than me. I've had a lot of people, you know, have better situations, and I've had a lot of other people, you know, it's weird. It's super weird. Like my symptoms are not that of what you would usually see at my age, right? And it's because it's the back part of the spine that's so screwed up instead of the foraminal. The doctors for years thought that the foraminal nerves being compressed was a big part of my problem. And they were compressed to the point where my hands would shut off. But with a lot of compression, like a ton of compression on the spinal cord or on the foraminal nerves, you get a lot of numbness and some aches and pains for sure. But it's like the facet area that's so messed up. on mine, and that's what's making it so freaking grueling, is that it's the back of the spine and it's the nerves going directly to the neck. So it's not just a subtle signal to kind of tense up a little bit like what some people do, and they start to notice it hurts. For me, it's like a little bit more aggressive, and so it's just created a lot of myofascial damage on the back of my neck. It's super weird, but just starting to realize, I guess we all realize at some point, usually in our 30s, that, you know, not having chronic pain is definitely something that people should be super, super thankful for. There's a lot of things to be thankful for, not just that though, but the chronic pain thing, I've never dealt with. I've dealt with a lot of pain between like cage fighting and, I say cage fighting, I mean like in the gym cage fighting. I did one official fight where I got, you know, where things got messed up, but trust me, it don't hurt less when you're sitting there going full force in the gym, or 50 or 60 or 80% with somebody who can liver shot the crap out of you. How many people here are taking a good liver shot? Oh God. So we had this one guy, I love him to death. This guy's now a pro fighter, and he would not take it easy on newbies. Dude, I love him to death. He's a good friend of mine too. Broke my nose when his girlfriend and him broke up right before a fight. And I was like so fresh into fighting that I had no ability to really stop it. That was the one and only time my coach ever ended a sparring round that I was in, that for me. Like, I've never been in a sparring round where coach ended a round ever until that round. And boy, howdy, it busted the crap out of my nose. But that's just part of it. You can't go in there and cry about getting hit too hard. I mean, you did sign up to fight, right? Oh my God. But liver shots though, that guy, I tell you what, he's really good at what he does. He could open up a window, you know, very easily to do what he wants. He beats the people he fights as a pro. Like, you know, he's done really, really good, being a pro for a couple years now. Okay. Yep. Let me let these kind of chill for a second. We're going to shoot them at about no closer than 40, probably 60. But we're definitely looking to thin these out. That level 1 dude can stay right here. I'm assuming that's his girlfriend drinking next to him. I don't know, but this one's got to go for sure. That one next to that one's probably got to go too. So we're going to approach a little more carefully, but we're going to start thinning them out. We're going to start thinning them out. I'm halfway tempted to put the Fox Pro down. Halfway missed him. I missed him. What you mean I missed him? I didn't shoot yet. What's going on, Ripro Kid? R.I.P. What's going on, R.I.P.? How you doing, bro, Chacho? But, man, I tell you what. You play PC? I do not play PC. No, I don't. What are you getting at, bro, Chacho? What are you getting at? What are you trying to say here? You trying to say that Xbox isn't the way to go? Or are you trying to say that PC's not the way to go? I agree with you. PC's not the way to go. Consoles rule. I'm joking. All right, let's see here, guys. 61. We're gonna get a little closer than that, but we're gonna start thinning out these females for sure. We got to get some respawns going. We're taking too long. PS5 is RN. I don't know what RN is. I'm an unk, bro. You're going to have to translate for me. All right. We could take a shot at 60. I want to make sure that they don't bust as soon as we shoot at them. I might get a little closer, get this window to the right of this bush right here. I might get to where I could shoot that window a little better. 40 will be fine too. I just don't want to get any closer. PS5 is right now what, the best? Oh God, no. I think, sir, there's more to it than hardware, good sir. For me, it's the controller. I love the feel of an Xbox controller. Of course, way too many people probably say that, but it's true. That's what it is for me. That's for sure. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're going to let the others chill for a second. PS6 is going to take it all. Xbox is falling apart. I'm not going to lie. I am starting to hear a lot of concerning stuff about Xbox. The CEO wanting to get everybody to like a billion players a day, but then doing some of the stuff they're doing, right? I concur. Oh my gosh. I love mouse and keyboard. Nah, but I do think that the fact that Xbox is owned by Microsoft is a pretty stable thing. You know, Sony's huge too, but I don't think Microsoft's going to let that dip anytime. I don't think the CEO's been doing some great things from what I heard. I thought she was. I saw a bunch of videos of people acting like she was just the savior of Microsoft, or at least of Xbox, right? She's not Microsoft CEO, but still. People are sitting there acting like she was just going to do such great things for Xbox. I concur. No, you don't. No, you don't. B-Swing, you concur with me. Don't listen to B-Swing. B-Swing concurs with me. 60. That's right at 60. Okay. All right. All right. She's down 2. We're going to let him chill for a second. We got a floater. Y'all. B-Swing is, he's crossed over to the dark side of Xbox with me. I talked him into it whenever he had to update that freaking ancient thing he was running on. PS6 leak is going to have 2 terabytes of space. Yeah. I mean, honestly, guys, if you talk about what's best, PC really is like the best way to go probably altogether. But it depends, too. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for affordability, then no, it's not, you know. What about the Steam machine, guys? So much hate, got so much hate from the Steam machine for the Steam machine, but like it's the only console out there made to where you can not have to constantly pay for a reoccurring subscription just to play your online games. That should be a vital. It is, but it's not going to be good enough. It's not going to be good enough. All right, come here, floater. Come here, floater. We got a couple floaters. Hey, look at that. Like a couple turds in the... I'm just kidding. Anyway. GTA 6, 200 gigabytes. Bro, it ain't half as bad as freaking Call of Duty, man. People have been anticipating GTA 6 at least. You know, at least they're looking forward to it. People are tired of Call of Duty. I've played Call of Duty for like 15 freaking years or more. And I can vouch that it is getting to be kind of, you know... It is going to be a major storage killer, but good gosh, guys, have you seen the size of some of the files of the freaking Call of Duty games? If you want the whole shebang, everything's a storage killer. I don't know enough about development. I know that they can compress files once they're done with them, you know. All right. We're thinning out a bunch of females trying to get some more respawns and whatnot. I'm not necessarily trying to swap. I'm just kind of going through the lakes and just in general shooting the level 1s that I want off that lake. Sorry, the level 2s that I want off that lake. Hoping they'll respawn on the main lake, if anything. Dude, float back to me, brother. Float back. What are you doing? It's 200 gigabyte minimum. Oh, yeah. I mean, what is the highest amount of space that playing a Call of Duty took? There was one of them that took like 300 or something like that for all the bells and whistles, I thought. I could be wrong. All right, we're going to shoot this dude's girlfriend, and then we're going to let him spook. We're not going to shoot him off. We want him right where he is. That's going to be too high, but she should go down. There we go. It's going to be a little high. I am finding that a little high at 60 is better for the bow, for me personally. All right, so none of those were dudes, so we're not going to up the counter. We're still at 17 dudes. But we can make our way around... Make our way downtown. Walking fast. Trying to kill a roe deer. All right. Got a couple bodies to pick up right here. I mean, I'm not going to argue about it. Like, what, $1,200 between the two at least? Something? Maybe not quite. I like my bow hunting, guys. I do like my bow hunting. I don't really... I think I might stick to it before we get our tripods. I think I might stick to the bow hunting. And get my arrows back. Yeah, not quite 1,200. Like, what, 25 bucks shy. 25, 30 bucks shy. Alert! Nuh-uh, you should be perfectly fine, ma'am. You should be perfectly fine. All right, guys, let's get a few more. After this, we're definitely going to be seeing some respawns. We've killed so many dudes off of these exterior lakes. We've barely shot any off the main lake. I'd say like maybe 4 off of the main lake. It's a rough guesstimate. So, you know, hopefully we're going to be seeing quite a few respawns after getting some of these gal pals killed now that their boyfriends are dead. Also, if any Call of the Wild admins or mods in here, where's PS5 upgrade and crossplay? Call of the Wild admins or mods in here. I don't think there are any. Are you talking about like the game developers? You're talking about like the developers of the games? Yeah, they're definitely not watching my channel, bro, Chacho. They might. I don't know. I have had a game developer watch a game that I streamed that he made one time. Very niche game though, extremely niche game. But he actually said, "Hey, go ahead and check out your." It was Metal Storm, which is like a jet flying game, right? Yeah, yeah. I think what he's saying, Limp, is he's trying to tell them to make it crossplay. I don't know. I was just talking about that earlier. Can you make a game like this crossplay with how old it is, without just releasing a whole brand new game and everybody losing their trophies? Right? I don't know how they would do that. They won't be doing crossplay. Would have to restart from scratch, and they are sent up in this game for cross. Yep, exactly. Yeah, would be nice. I had a developer from Pathogenic in my stream. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna kill this one too. We're gonna get a few more of them, guys. We're just gonna make our way around this lake, killing all the females essentially, so we can finally get some respawns going and continue herd managing this lower section of these exterior lakes. Until we get what we want, essentially. Wouldn't Avalanche Connect save that? I don't know. It depends on the development side of it. I don't know enough about development. I know for sure that if they could just do it, they definitely would. I think for the size of community that they have, how many people love this game, I think they would be definitely on that if they could. But I have no idea. I do know that ooh, god dang. All right, let's try and squeeze past this one right next to him. That should be a double lung. Oh, get down, not up. Get down, not up. I'm going to sit still and let them chill for a second. Yeah, we want him to live. We're not going to kill him. But we do want to take her out, quite possibly. I think I took out his girlfriend right there, which is all right. I'd prefer not to, but, you know, there was another male here that we took out the girlfriend to. RIP. Also, I heard it costs a blank ton of money to make it crossplay. Probably. Oh, yeah. Well, they're definitely not. I don't know if their player base, I know their community is doing fine, and it's a great game. You know, I mean, people are loving it. I feel like, if anything, it might be growing instead of dying, but it is pretty old. It came out in, like, what, 2017, right? About the same time as Hunt Showdown. I don't know what the deal was with 2017, guys, but evidently that was nice. That's why the Angler's nice. It is crossplay. I just now read that. I'm so sorry, Naya. Dude, crossplay would be horrible. So many hackers. Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't be any different than it is now, though, man. I mean, there's hackers either way now. The only difference is, you know, could you play with your friends or not? People are going to hack pretty much any time they want it. But I don't know. It depends. I guess it would make hacking more accessible. Definitely would do that, I guess. But I feel like I'm hoping that there's enough people who are decent human beings enough to not ruin a game by constantly hacking it. Every freaking awesome video game I've seen that had just the best, most perfect potential was just wrecked by somebody having to act like they're a bad apple because they cheated. You know, it's like they'll sit there and hack the game to win automatically. Hacking in this game? That's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Well, I'll tell you what the point is. The same point of hacking, and I don't mean this to be hateful, right? The same point of hacking is exactly the same point of, you know, trading ghosted great ones to each other so you don't have to grind for them. I've seen so many people on LFG on Xbox trade the same one great one that they got for every other trophy they could ever want, you know, and then they'll act like it's a scam if somebody, hold on. What did I hit? I did get high on her. That's all right. We just want him dead. We don't care if we pass the harvest check. Because your aim is buns? Are you talking to me, bro, Chacho? My aim is buns? What are you talking about? Because I spine shot one of them? Because I shot a little high? Oh, I thought you were talking about me. Hacker's aim. Oh, well, you said you're, and I was like, what the heck you being salty to me for, bro, Chacho? Never mind. Skip all that, bro. Skip all that. I misunderstood. Oh, I actually kind of read it correctly, but anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, yeah, I don't think I think their aim probably is buns. I don't know. I think all cheaters are pretty much illogical, but we know the reason why they do it. We know the 6,410 hours. Oh, man, you're killing it. Absolutely killing it. Holy cow. Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, let's see here. 1700 and hunter. I have never met somebody that preferred the angler over the hunter, at least not that much. I've heard the same thing about the angler every time someone's talked about it. They say it's all right, you know, it's not as good as the hunter. That's pretty much the answer I've gotten every single time. But you know, I guess it depends on what you are in real life too. I'm definitely probably more of a fisher than a hunter in real life. We just cooked my first deer actually. I got it like almost 2 years ago. We just cooked it recently. It's like, I mean, I've had some people say you could freeze them and eat them like 5 years later. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for like a year and a half, year and 3/4, which is about what it's been. Max, absolute max. But we know we've been trying to figure out how to cook it. You know, I know how to make like armadillo eggs, and like wrap them in bacon and put some freaking cream cheese and jalapenos in them and whatnot, and maybe stuff it with some cheese if you like it. I don't like cheese, so it tastes good when you know how you put the work into it. Oh yeah, dude. Well, mine, so I'm not proud of how young mine was, but I thought mine was a lot bigger than what it was. But it was my first season and I was completely by myself and I was in a freaking tree stand, like 18 feet in the air. And so I spine shot this thing thinking that it was like a bigger animal just further out. So I pull up my bow and I'm getting ready to shoot it at what I think is like 20, 22, right? And whenever I went out there and actually got to the exact spot where I shot it and then did the rangefinder again, I did the rangefinder beforehand to have an idea, right? But the buck fever just got the best of me. I'd never put one down before, and I only hunt on very overly hunted public land, surrounded by private land that people are constantly shooting guns on. It's a very hard well, hello. If I would have switched a little quicker, that was interesting. That was for sure interesting. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting first season. Had a single lung get away from me after like 600 yards or so of tracking it. It was ridiculous. My brother-in-law spooked it out of it bedded down finally, and he spooked it out with the arrow sticking out of it. So we single lunged the crap out of that sucker. We waited like 4 or 5 hours, maybe 3 or 4, not 4 or 5, maybe 3 or 4, before we started tracking it. But yeah, I will say that, the meat's good. I've eaten plenty of deer meat, with my brother-in-law being such a hunter, Now we're going to get up here and take attentive is fine. Attentive is fine. Attentive is fine. Let's see here. All right. Just trying to keep the same thing going, guys. Just really taking out all the females that I can. Let me get down here for a second, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. We got quite a few females around. You think I should take a keister shot on that one right there? I'm going to let him chill. I'm going to let him chill first either way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't go for the super big ones right away. If you start, you can't shoot anything smaller. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I like that. I like that. We do weekly competitions on it. We have the Triple Threat Weekly Whopper. Huh. That sounds interesting. I definitely want to be getting to do more events on Call of the Wild for this stream too, if I can. But definitely going to have to get more people. Guys, everybody listening, we just yesterday had it, but we do it every month. We do a monthly hunt raffle competition where you can get tickets by killing female animals on Layton Lake, no harvest check required, and win yourself some gift cards. It's on the Wednesday on or after the 15th of every month. We announce it very regularly. So if y'all are here for the first time, guys, we just had that last night. Would love to have enough people to really grow that competition in the future. There's no entry fee or nothing like that. Nothing required. Just, you yourself and a copy of Layton Lake, which everybody has. So no telling people, don't act like that, bro. You should be telling everybody. If I don't get it growing, it's going to cease. So you should absolutely beyond all else for that reason, definitely want me talking about it. Cause if we keep having like 1, 2, 3 people competing, we're going to stop doing it. But at least until we get a bigger channel, Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. All right. We both have the double barrel. And weekly Whopper of the wild for this. That's pretty cool. I was hollering. Thank you though, RIP, for telling me. Thank you for telling me. I do hate it whenever I forget to unmute it and nobody mentions anything for like 45 minutes. Believe me, I had 10 PFP that were supposed to do it, but they don't have. Really? Did you say DLC? What do you mean they don't have DLC? DC. Oh, okay, gotcha. Never mind. I know what you're saying. Caught it. My Uncamine took a minute to catch up. I know I missed one. I mean, for your IRL hunting. Oh, don't go for the super big ones right away. Oh yeah, dude, that's I mean, I definitely don't got much choice. I will say when, I struggle to physically be up very much, nonetheless, trudging through the woods. Before my surgery, I was doing better than after, for crying out loud. And of course, the young doctor who's fairly inexperienced for his practice just wrote me my walking papers. God, I can't stop freaking getting so ticked off at doctors. But before that, I was able to walk even more, not less, not entirely, but maybe you should have muted last night for the. Oh my gosh, yeah. Trust me. I muted at one point. And I was like, no, can't do it. For like a split hair second, though, it crossed my mind and it instantly rejected it. But it was a funny thought. All right, y'all. That's all the female deer on this lake. It is 17:16, y'all. So that means we are going to pop on over to here and real quick before they're gone, see if we have any freshies that just respawned. I don't think it's been enough time, right? Because we just shot them. You either have to log out or wait, I think at least like a few minutes, like 20 minutes maybe. Main menu. Gotcha. Well, before yeah, I probably do need a main menu. Do you have to main menu for them to respawn at all, or can you just wait the 20 minutes? I've heard some people say, if we see any level 1 dudes, we know that that's a respawn. And we only have a couple girls on here anyway, so. That's the same guy, I think. Yeah, it's the same guy. No, that's the level 3. That guy is potentially diamond. He's right about diamond, probably. Or just below it. Let's see here. They are quick to respawn. If you go to menu or just in general. I know you go to menu when you're trying to swap them. Like if you kill a female here, leave her lying, kill a male up at the river, leave him lying, and then log out in general. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to see, y'all, what I can do about maybe spotting a thing or two. Let me get back here, grab the ATV, drive it around the lake real quick, do the same thing we always do. A little bit of scouting. At 7:15, 7:30, we stop, do a little scouting till we feel like we're not getting nothing. About 10, 15 minutes of scouting, maybe. I don't know, maybe a little more. And then we set the time back and shoot some more deer. Tell you what, and keep it going. You have a good night. I may join back. All right, man. Hey, well, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking in. RIP. Appreciate you stopping by, man. I hope your night is good. Hey, thank you very much for the biddies. Holy crap. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. You guys are super awesome. All right, man. You as well, my friend. You as well. I remember when I found that level 3, and he's probably a troll. Yep. I got trolled by a mountain reindeer a while back. His estimated trophy rating was a ways up into diamond, but it wasn't like the minimum was diamond. Well, he ended up trolling us pretty good. He wasn't even as close as what I thought he should have been. He didn't have very much room to not be diamond, and boy howdy, he hit the bottom of the barrel on his potential. That's for sure. Like a minute, it's crazy. That's how long they take to respawn? Oh my gosh. I thought they would have taken at least like 20. I thought I heard somebody say 20 at some point, something like that. I'll tell you what, y'all, we are not getting very many respawns though, either way. We've shot at least 5 females right there, not for rows. Naya. Oh, gotcha. We've gotten 17 guys down. We just started actually doing the shooting part like last night. And we don't have all of our tripods and tents, so it's a very slow start. Paired with the fact that we're still doing all of the herd management. We have yet to get to the part where we can just sit here and shoot. But we've gotten at least as many girls as we have dudes all together. And so I'm really kind of wondering when I'm going to start seeing some freaking spawns. I tell you what. But I'm so new to it. So new. I've been playing this game for a couple years now, but I'm very, very new to grinding anything. This is our first grind. Very interested to see where, if anywhere, there is a missing zone that we have not found. Because, guys, we have checked so thoroughly. Not just the river 4, 5, 6 times. Like every single lake that they can spawn at. You know, we have checked repeatedly. Still couldn't quite come up with 110 separate little watermarks like that on the map. We came up with 109. Unless I miscounted. All right, y'all, we're going to have to go somewhere else and see what happens. If I go down here, maybe, just maybe, I'm actually going to go, yeah, we'll go right here. And we're going to drive around these same 3 lakes. And then after that, we're just going to, you know, reset the time and try again. Tell you what. Anyone know how many kins me has really 18? I'm going to try and not process that one. All right, let's see here. There we go. Let's take this up north, up yonder. If I can avoid the water. Whoa, no. Yeah, we're not gonna avoid the water. We're probably gonna sink this thing, but we can try. We can try. God dang, I am so horrible at this right now. Anyone know how many kills Mecha really has? As far as this goes, my best guess is somewhere around 17 males and 17 to 20 females. If you're talking about total kills, I have no idea. I don't even know that. Since I've never done a grind before, probably not as many as y'all. Probably not as many as anybody who has. I've just done nothing but, you know, the realistic version of it where I just kind of go somewhere. I think they're going to be set out a call in a tree stand or something and try and call them in and see if they'll come in. I do try to get the general area of where certain animals are correct, but for the longest time, I didn't actually like pick a zone at the right time and walk up to it an hour and a half into its time. I tried to just go like it was real hunting, just really treat it like real hunting, and that slowed it down like crazy. Which should be no surprise. But one lake just about down. I'm not seeing any new zones so far. We're going to check the other 2 and then change the time and get right back to shooting. I do check them every time I pull up on them, you know, just because I don't want any overlapping zones to, you know, slip by me. Hold on, that wasn't the zone itself. I've had too many times where there was just one sneaking in there somewhere, and it's more obvious than that. But, you know, I check. I always check. 17,504,000 billion. That's how many I have. What did we just spook? Oh, a road here. What do you know? Get on out of here. Get on out of here. We got a ways to go to check this side of it. This is where I think we're thinning this part of it out pretty good. Yeah. I imagine with me just having shot them at the end of the drink zone, even if they did respawn, they probably wouldn't respawn right here next to me as I'm still shooting them. So we're probably going to see a number of respawns here after the next time change because we just wiped out a ton of girls that were paired with their boyfriends. And their boyfriends were already dead. So I might just start shooting all females first. And no, don't do it. It's not worth it. I might just start shooting all females first instead of going for the males first on the exterior lakes because I don't want to have to come back and then guess which female was with the level 2 that I'm trying to shoot. I want to try and shoot them while they're standing next to the level 2 that's still there. Come on, come on. Well, hello, man. Get the bow, get the bow, get the bow, get the bow, get the bow. They live. They live. I don't know. They might be a little slow though. They might be a little slow. All right, let's see here. Yeah. She's clearly that dude's girlfriend, and that dude's a level 1 trivial. So he's a small level 1 too, so we're not going to worry about him. Card, gift, $1.25. You give, will, he, W Mecha. If you say Mecha, read it backwards. Say you if Mecha W, he will give you a, that still didn't read well backwards, but will give you a $25 gift card. Say you if Mecha W, he will give you, what? I think you meant to say, if you say W Mecha, he will give you a $25 gift card. No. All right. Let's see here. Let's pop over here real quick. We got until 1900 on the game time. Obviously, that's 4 times faster than real time. So, like, you know, another 15 minutes. We're not going to take that whole time to keep scouting, though. I mean, we're going to scout this one other lake for now. Maybe the next one to it. But then after that, like 5-10 more minutes, y'all max, and we're switching back to shooting some stuff. Because the scouting's not the funnest part. But once we get done with all of the herd management, which is going to take a while, then we'll be able to just sit there on the one lake and tear it up. If you say yes. Yep. But see, that part you actually typed if you say. So say you if Mecha W. So W Mecha was, okay, all right. Anyway, let's see here. You owe me $25 now, Cannon. You owe me $25 now. Let's see here. Guys, somebody put W Cannon in the chat for offering me a $25 gift card of my choosing. What a nice guy. Let's get a W Cannon in the chat for that $25 Texas Roadhouse gift card that he just offered me. Can't believe it. You're such a kind, generous soul. Crickets. All right, fine. I'll type it in. I want that freaking gift card. W Cannon. All right, there we go. All right. Let's see here. This is the southernmost group. So hopefully what I'm seeing right here might just actually be a new overlapping zone or something. It's not. It's absolutely not. Fat chance there's going to be one now, but there might be one later. All right, guys, screw it. We're just gonna switch the time. We're just gonna switch the time and hopefully see some respawns. I don't care where they're at or what they are. I just want to start seeing some respawns. There's not a place on the map that I haven't checked like 5 times where roe deer spawn. Still ain't getting no respawns. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. All right, y'all. We're gonna say try and bide ourselves as much time as we can. So I go right at about 15:45, 15:30. Just sometimes doesn't have them. 15:45 sounds perfect. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got. let's see. We got a horrible wind is what we got. But if we keep some distance, W Cannon. Yep, I see Mechanic typed in W Cannon in the chat. So that's a $25 Texas Roadhouse gift card, sir. I'll give you time. I'll give you time. Give you a few days. All right. Those are all familiar. Those are all very familiar. She's also pretty familiar. By George, y'all, where are all the roe deer going? We've killed so many of them off of just these 3 lakes. We've killed at least 30 something total already off these 3 lakes, and I have seen 1 respawn. I've seen 1 respawn. These are all dudes that I recognize, all the level 2s and that 1 level 3 over there. I don't think that we're over here. I don't think we're over here in a close enough area to have any problems with these ones. Maybe there could be some that would normally spawn over here that just aren't, because we always seem to start out on this bottom left part. But let's see what we can get. All right, I tell you what I am going to do. I'm probably going to shoot that solo female. Probably going to shoot her. She might be somebody's girlfriend, might not be, I don't know. But I'm probably going to take her out and leave her lying and try to go shoot a solo male somewhere and then log out and log back in and see if that doesn't get us some results on the respawns and the swaps and all that jazz. Go check the mark. Well, hello, Hila. How's Hila doing? See if she's single. Oh, what do you mean go check? Like the drinking zone? The drinking zone? Or you think I should just pop her with the Anderson 22 and see if her boyfriend follows? How is Hila, whichever it is? I'm so sorry. Bad with names. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Mechanic TTV. See if she is single. How do you check the mark to see if you mean her drink zones? I still don't know drink zone where she is. I don't know because honestly, sometimes that'd be hard to see. Still be hard for me to tell because the drink zones overlap so much. I don't know if I'd be seeing a single dudes or a single chicks. One thing you can do for sure that's very easy to do is you can shoot them with like a Anderson 22 LR or something and then see if her boyfriend follows her because she will absolutely. That's a little too high. Okay, right about cha. That's still too high. No, God dang it. All right, well, since we spooked her, if one of these dudes stays and the other one follows her, then we know that her boyfriend, she's a solo. She's absolutely a solo, I think. It'll say one, yeah, it'll say 1 and 2 of the group. I'm just saying I won't be able to tell if, like if they're all ones, I guess. Well, hello, thank you for the follow. I would be able to tell, I guess I would be able to because she's the only female there. For crying out loud, you're right. That's basic math. Thank you, Naya. Thank you, Naya. Yep, she is definitely a solo, so we're for sure going to pop her next time we see her over here. Where was she? Okay, just here on the right side of this little dip down here. So we're going to take her out next time, and we'll go find a solo dude to switch her with. But for now, let's go up here and see how we're doing up here. I think that's his girlfriend. I'm like 99% sure. I think we checked her earlier with the 22 LR, but we're going to run up here. Do you not want to kill their girlfriends if you're going to have to kill them for them to respawn anyway? Like, I mean, honestly, wouldn't you still want to kill their girlfriends first either way? So honestly, my thought process at this point is if I'm not getting respawns, I'm just going to start shooting girls. I'm just going to start shooting the girl deer, and the bucks should respawn with them because they're all dead already. So, you know. No idea. My math is not mathing sometimes. I wanted to ask you, so I shoot 400 roe deers today and only got 3 diamonds. Is that a problem? I am not the person to ask. I am, you know, I do play a variety of games and stream them, but I am not, that is not a problem though. That is not a problem. I can tell you right now, what I mean is me not being the expert. Like I'm not like the most super knowledgeable person of grinds. This is my first grind, right? This is my first grind ever. But no, 400 is not a bad number. I mean, Naya right now is 5,400 into her Great One grind. Now that's wild boar, but you know, wild boar you don't even have to shoot in pairs. So no, there's nothing wrong with a 400. If they are a pair, you have to shoot both, pick up the male, leave the female, shoot the male in the outer area, then go pick her back up. If they are a pair, you have to shoot both, pick up the male, leave the female, and then you want to go shoot a male in the outer area, then go back and pick her up. Do you leave the second male where he's lying, though? That's the part that I get confused on. Do you leave the male? She's definitely a solo. She's definitely a solo. Let's see if we can take her out real quick. She's about 120 out from right here. We're just going to walk up the stand. Honestly, what I'll probably do is just shoot her with a bow like I've been doing. No, we got a bad wind. We got a bad wind. Yep, I'm also, I'm to the point on this grind. I'm starting with the hardest grind first. That way it gets easier as I go. And I'm to the point on this one where I'm doing the herd management. So I'm trying to go to all the lakes, you know, and shoot the ones that are good off of the exterior lakes and shoot the ones that are bad off of the one lake that I'm trying to do the one lake method. God dang, this thing loves to be weird, doesn't it? If she would get out from behind my tent now, we'd be fine. We'd be cooking with Crisco. All right, she's right about at 100. I'm going to use the, I want to use the Marati, but I don't want to take a front or backside shot because I'm trying to use hollow points sometimes. Grind for great one. Yes, I am on the trade some deers. What you mean trade? If you mean swapping, like I'm trying to swap the place of where some of them are on the map. Trying to do some herd management. Let's see here. What's your problem, chick? There was some behind her for sure that I didn't see. All right. That was definitely not a good shot, but I mean, honestly, she's going down, so I'm not too worried about it. It's probably a non-vital. She's bleeding pretty slowly. But I'm gonna leave her. I'm gonna mark where she's at, but then leave her there and see if I can go find a solo buck somewhere else. Hopefully they'll respawn. You leave him laying in the outer area. Oh, so you try to get her. You kill the dude and the chick. You pick up the dude, leave the chick, and then you go shoot another dude and leave him there, log out, log back in, and hope that she will switch to the second dude, basically? Is that kind of what you're saying? I'm very dumb sometimes. You know this. You guys know this. I'm very slow to catch on sometimes. It's like there's a brick wall, and then one day just, aha, it clicks. Why are you doing the management? It only gives you more diamonds and rares. It doesn't makes great ones more often. I'm doing that because Lady Legend, talked about doing that. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm probably going to stick with what, trading is definitely important. She did mention that you could do herd management with it. And she talked about, basically what you want to do is go shoot all the level 2s off of these, right? And shoot the level 1s off of this. But I have yet to hear that it doesn't actually help any. As far as I was aware on her video, she said, I thought she was talking about it helping. So, trading is important. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still learning, but, ooh. Yep. Okay. All right. So they're definitely paired up. That's definitely one of their, let's see who she belongs to. There's no way at 130 just squatting and sitting still he's going to bust. What? Okay. Yeah, they're definitely a pair. Let's see here. She for sure died. I'm going to have to find her blood trail and try to swap her with something. Yeah, that's the first I've heard of herd management not really mattering. I mean, you'd probably, like I said, you probably know more than I do, Brochacho. I've definitely never heard some of that stuff. So if you probably know more about it than me. But I don't know. A lot of my diamonds I've got the first time I freaking saw them somehow. I don't even know. Like my first ever Bantang, I got my first diamond the first day I ever actually went hunting for them. Mountain goat, same thing. Roe deer, just accident. Wasn't even hunting for roe deer. Just saw one, popped at it, didn't even know it was diamond. Played for 2 days. Yep. Well, I mean, so I'd say you're doing probably pretty good. Like I said, I'm not really the expert to probably ask on it. I just go off of what some other people say, but they're the ones who really understand it better than me. I'm still at the stage of YouTubing how it all works and figuring it out as I go. It's kind of the point I'm still at with it, but you got me wondering about that herd management thing now, though. You definitely got me wondering about that. I thought, there we go. YouTube. Yep. It's a weird stage to be in, isn't it? Still kind of waiting for everything to click or kind of learning all the little ins and outs of it, especially for roe deer, right? YouTube. What YouTube is that? Video. Gotcha. on roe deer. Gotcha, gotcha. Herd management and stacking diamonds definitely does help increase your chances. I thought so, because if you get all of them up and manage the herd well and then trade them to the one lake, then you're going to have higher quality males at that lake all around. He has all the ins and outs. I'm going to have to watch his video. I'm scratching, not picking, scratching, not picking. I've had like 5 surgeries up in here, guys. I get a hall pass on scratching my nose. Guys, where was I? Where was that chick when I shot her? Let me go back and find her real quick. I don't know if I'm going to take any one of them just quite yet. First, what I want to do is find this other one's body and see if I can go find a solo male. I don't remember if I have any more solo male level 2s on any of those lower lakes, though. Gila. I hope that's how you say it, right? Golly. Let's see here. Another chickie poo, just right up chaw. Just right up chaw. All right, let's see here. But how many, is this your first grind as well? You said, like you said, you're still in that same, you should go to sleep, or what? I should blink. You to sleep. What? I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. Autocorrect is really getting all of us today. I'll tell you that much right now. Autocorrect is getting all of us today. That's for sure. All right. Yeah, I know, but I'm not worried about you, Brochacho. I'm not worried about you right now. I'm worried about your friends. I'm worried about your friends over here. All right, let me find that blood splatter, guys. I'm getting too squirrel. I'm getting too distracted. Getting on rants and stuff. Let me find that blood splatter on her. Where was the initial blood splatter? And I'm gonna go mark her body. There we go. I'm gonna go mark her body, find a solo male on one of the others, if I have any, and see what we can do. That's what I love about the Marauder. You can pass a harvest check with it and still miss the organs and get a kill either way, because it's just such a powerful weapon for being able to kill class 3 animals. I think I just need to grind. Yeah, yep. Trust me, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to get some respawns and trades happening on purpose and going where I want, and, you know, getting the animals kind of herded and gathered in the places I want them to be and whatnot. But it's a toughie. It's not really turning out to... I did something wrong. For sure, because it's not really panning out. Where is that blood spot? Got distracted again. But tomorrow, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow is Fire Away Friday, guys, so we won't be playing Call of the Wild then. It's not particularly a shooter game. We play actual, like, shooter games on Fire Away Friday, including, like, Battlefield 6 and Hunt Showdown and whatnot. So if you don't see me on Call of the Wild on certain days, we are absolutely on it every single Wednesday. Every single Wednesday for sure. We're 1,000% doing that every single Wednesday. Too tired. Gotcha. Yeah, she made it quite a ways, though. She did go down. I'm pretty sure this pressure's from her. So she did go down. But she made it a ways. Should we take out one of these guys while we're here? I think they're all in pairs. I think obviously every one of them's paired up. I don't really know that I want to shoot them just yet. I want to go work on my exterior zones a little bit more before I do that. Those are all level 2s. I think that's... Yeah, we got a little bit more to check up there, but not much. Thank you very much, Gila. Thank you very much for the wishes of luck. Good luck to you as well. Peace, Mecca, gotta go. All right, man. Thank you, Cannon, very, very much for hanging out with me, bro Chacho. Thank you very, very much. And I hope you have a good night as well, my friend. Absolutely. All right, let's get up here. I'm going to mark where her body is, and I'm 99.99999% sure I'm going to forget and mark something else, you know, whenever I leave. But I'm pretty sure that's her body right up there. Yep. So I'm going to mark that. She is right up chaw, right to the right of this mark, in between this house, up a little bit, and in between the mark and the house. Kind of like a left-leaning triangle without a bottom. All right. Anyway, that's where she is. Let's go see if we can find ourselves a solo dolo male somewhere around here. I'm betting that this right here is going to be our best bet. We got a west wind, so we do want to approach from the east. I don't really feel like driving back down there, but we will. I'm going to drive back down there. I don't have a tent placed over on this one yet, so that's why things are slowing down so god dang much. Yeah, go shoot a solo male, then log out and log back in, right? Right? Go to main menu and back in, I guess, right? I'm a casual. I'm level 23. Bro, I've been casual up until this month, bro. Up until this month and last month. But I want to find nice animals, but I don't know where to start, so there's mini maps. If you're looking for some fun, somewhat exotic feeling maps, so you don't have to worry about some horrendous Great One grind or nothing like that, I like Sunder Patten. I really do. You know, I really think Sunder Patten's good. It's a nice medium ground as far as difficulty. It's not riddled with so much foliage that's so loud that you can't be sneaky and find some good kills. It's definitely got a decent story to it. It's definitely got what I just think it's a fun map. I think Sunder Patten is a really fun map. You can also look at the savannah. Obviously lions. I like large cats, right? I don't have the new Peru map. Like I haven't seen any jaguars, but I like large cats. I got a few spots set up with feeders and whatnot recently for some Bengal tigers. All right, guys. What was I getting ready to do? I was getting ready to drive west that lake. That's what I was getting ready to do. Excuse you. Oh, who was that? But yeah, I would say if you're wondering what to get as far as DLCs go and you're just casual and you're looking to have a good time, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the Ambusher pack with the high-tech pack together. You can get the Fox Pro 360 and the recurve bow with the rangefinder bow sight. So much good stuff between those two packs. Those work very well. Jags will probably be the last one I do. They scare me too much. My heart can't take it. Oh man, I don't know what it is. Some people are just like predator magnets, I guess. Like my wife, she is a predator. That woman can get killed by anything on this game somehow. I don't know how. She can absolutely get killed by anything on this game. If a white-tailed jackrabbit was running across the street and she was driving, I think it would kill her. And we both love it. We both laugh our butts off at it. What do I need to do to find big deer or any big animals? Well, herd management. So, like, I'm pretty new to herd management myself. But if you want to find any big animals, you're going to have to... I mean, honestly, you're just going to have to grind that animal to an extent, you know? I mean, whether it's a great one or not, you're going to have to, you know, figure out that animal's patterns. Most animals, if people are really looking to grind out an animal, they use drink zones. Definitely download the Call of the Wild Companion app. That one's helped me a lot. I didn't use it until like this last month, but it's really helpful. Good information on it. Figure out when they're drinking. And look up a hotspot map for where they drink. And then just grind where they drink. If you find lakes and stuff like this that are separated all by themselves, you can oftentimes shoot the ones that are there and they'll respawn at the same lake, you know? So, but I absolutely, you know, don't really know how to grind a lot of animals that are not roe deer because I'm learning how all this stuff works. But if you're looking for big ones, if you're looking for, I think Sunder Patten might be a good one for you. I think Sunder Patten might be. What do you mean grind? Just go to every zone and shoot everything? Well, there's different grinds. There's different methods of grinding. So like with this map and with this species, there's the one lake method grind. With the jaguar, their zones move. They don't have like stationary zones, I guess, like permanent zones. So there's a different method for grinding it. Every place an animal can have like a little bit of a different method, but it really just learning that animal's behaviors for that map. And just going through and shooting a crap ton of them. And don't create no dead zones. You know, don't create no dead zones. I got to yapping again, guys. We just scared away every roe deer here. I guarantee it. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But we just got within like 100 or so meters of them with a ATV. So, guys, I squirrel, right? Oh, my God. But yeah, so like, for example, if you're looking to like just get on a free map and get like a big whitetail on Layton Lake. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because there's several ways to do it, and different animals have different behaviors. Like if you wanted to grind at like a European hare, right? You're gonna like they don't even have need zones. They have burrows that are just temporary, right? So you'd have to figure out just kind of when they're about and what general area they're about located at. Maybe on Salzweisen, you know, like a map that has a lot of them. But different animals and different maps do have. Yeah, I think plenty of different methods. But one of the best things that I've learned from this is that if you really do want to grind a specific animal, definitely use drink zones. I've known that for a while, but also definitely like drive around after like 15 minutes after their drinking time is over. At the spots that they're supposed to be, but hotspot maps. Definitely look up some hotspot maps. You can also join our Discord and ask people for help hunting. We have a category for, hey, help me hunt. And we're a growing community, very new channel, but we already have some people who are very, very, very happy to help. I even have like Cannon. He just hopped off a little while ago, but he even makes hotspot maps. He'll just even make you a hotspot map of like where the animal you're looking for spawns or drinks, you know. So yeah, definitely pretty much what you said, I think hits the nail on the head. But as far as I know though, every time I go to drink zones, I never see anything a lot of the time. So you want to set the time at least an hour and a half into their drinking zone, if not more. Like a safe bet would be like for roe deer, right? They start drinking at 1400 to 1700, right? If I want to see them, I'll set the time for at least 1545, like an hour and 45 minutes into their time. And I'll make sure that I'm already downwind of them if I can be when I change that time. Sometimes they don't even show up until the last like 45 minutes or half hour. You know, sometimes they're not there for a long, long time. But the good news is let's say you're wanting to find, I don't remember what time they drink, like what is it, 4 to 8, something like that. If you were looking to find whitetail drink zones on Layton, let's say they end at 8, set the clock to 8:15 and drive the river. Because Layton Lake, that river that goes up kind of like the western central area, running north and south, and then curves in a little bit, right? That's where a lot of them drink. It's not the only place they drink, but there's a lot of them that drink there. So when setting up tents near zones, how far do I need to be away? The spook zone is about 270, 275-ish, something like that. And rendering distance is like, for me, about 380 meters. People say 400. For me, it's like 380 meters is the farthest you can see them. That doesn't really matter as much. But just so you know, if you don't see something at 400, 450, it could be there. It just doesn't show on the screen until you get within 380 of it, right? Is this a new zone? Nope. But anyway, here I go, guys, yapping. I tell you what. But like I said, I'm pretty new. I've Googled a handful of things, but I'm not one of like this. I'm not like one of the best people at it. But I put my tents about 200. I put them like 290, 300 away. Me personally, I will say some things I see line up with what people say. Some things I see just seem a little different to me. Everybody has that interpretation of things, right? Animals will spook at up to 270-ish, right? But they will get alerted beyond 270, depending on the animal. I mean, for crying out loud, if you drive an ATV, you see a whole bunch of rabbits and hares thumping at you from 350, you know, like a minimum distance of 290, 310, you know. So they can sense you. If you're loud enough, they can sense you somehow if you're at 280, 290, you know. So how many drink zones do I need ideally for a set species? I think that depends on the map. So for this grind, and like I said, I'm new to all this. I'm learning all this as I'm saying it right now to you guys. I'm looking up, YouTube videos and stuff in between streams, during streams, whatever. But for this map, Lady Legend, I watched one of her videos. She suggested a minimum of 110 different zones like this right here, roe deer, roe deer, roe deer. And then that should help you to be, definitely depends on the animal and the map, because there's only a set amount of animals for each map of each species and whatnot. And some of them have specific places they don't go, That's why I had a dude, I'm not going to shoot him, but, I think with how much I ran up and spooked everything, guys, we're obviously not going to see a lot right here at this moment. But also, this was the map that we just got done bow hunting all the females off of. So we want to get to this end of it now. We shot all the way up to about here or here. We want to get this end of it before the time's up, but it's already 17:20. So we managed to shoot one freaking chick and then didn't even get another one before the time's up. But I don't have my tents and tripods set up the way I should to make this quicker. I'm going to have to stop and do that off stream sometime or something. Oh, yeah, I need it. Oh, crap. You're right. I should have shot him. I'm sitting there thinking this is the wrong lake. Oh my God. I thought this was the one lake. This is the exterior lake. Oh my God. You're right. Yep. Just messed that up. Golly. But I would say though, man, depending on what animal you're trying to get like a bigger animal of, dude, you really, if you just learn when they're drinking, when they're sleeping, when they're eating, and where those things are, if you learn their habits, depending on the habits that animal has, then just getting in front of as many of them as you can, and you know, and just taking them down. I mean, you know, when you shoot an animal, it has a small chance of respawning as a higher quality animal, right? So if I shoot this level 1 right now, I'm not going to shoot him because he's on an exterior lake. I should have shot that level 2 for crying out loud. But yeah, it just kind of depends. It definitely depends on the animal. Definitely start looking at fur types. That's what I'll say. I probably know a little bit more about like what equipment I have suggestions for than really about how to grind certain animals. I would say, like, for example, if you guys are looking to make money, you can make 40, 50, 60,000 a day if you just, you know, hit the daily and weekly challenges, do them efficiently, and then go kill a few crocs or something. You can definitely get yourself up to 40, 50K a day. Easy. We use drink zones or feeders. Yep. What's good, Turtles? How you doing, bro, Chacho? How you doing? How was that? Was it, I think you got the, was it DoorDash? Did you log in and get your gift card? You have to have an Amazon account, obviously, because it's an Amazon e-gift card, but I hope it worked for you. Shout out Turtles, guys. Shout out to Turtles. He is a co-streamer of ours. We stream with him on Saturdays. Awesome guy. We're going to be learning. That's another level 2. God dang it. I thought they were already gone. It's like 17:29. I thought they were already gone. Should we do it? Should we do it on the run? Oh God, I want to so bad. Should we? I don't think we got a vital, but I hope we did. I don't think we got a vital, but I sure hope we did. Nope. I should have known better than just take a crappy wild shot like that. Oh, God. Yeah, he's going to live. I keep thinking they're gone because it's 17:30, guys. I didn't think they'd still be here at 17:30. Oh, my goodness gracious. Shoot it. Yeah, I messed up that shot. I don't think he died. No, he didn't die. We got a deer. We got a deer somewhere in this direction. Where'd he go? He's already heading out. Tell you what. I got to put my brace on, guys. It's getting crazy. Oh, my. But anyway, so we going to Nam tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow. I haven't really had time to so much as freaking breathe today. You know, 2 streams and editing and then freaking working on everything and then fixing a broken AC for crying out loud. You know, it's just been an absolutely crazy day. The wife's been working extra after school and everything too, because she's like a student council lady or whatever, and it's the beginning of the school year. It's been crazy. What is going on, Owen? How you doing? How is Owen doing today? I might be playing. I'm just gonna play it by ear for tomorrow. We could definitely probably shoot for Saturday, I guess. We could probably shoot for Saturday if you want to. I'm going to be on like 2-ish. Gotcha. I'm going to be on at my usual times. I think you're going to be on at about the time that I've probably been off for an hour or two. Well, no, wait, I'm going to be on at my usual time. Tomorrow, guys, I only stream once. It's a shooter day, Fire Away Friday. And it's going to be, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Mountain time, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. Is when the stream will start. It'll be 2 to 3 hours max. 2 to 3 hours max. I definitely won't be able to hop on at that time. That's for sure. My wrists won't be able to do twice a day very often. I only do earlier streams on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then our usual time on Saturdays. Hopefully this isn't some sort of permanent issue. That guy gets to live. I'm shocked that they're still here for crying out loud. I don't want to shoot him. I'm going to have to go change the time, y'all. I'm getting too yappy. No, heck yeah. It doesn't bother me at all, bro. It doesn't bother me at all. You know, I just, you know, I hate to say no all the freaking time, but, you know, just gotta freaking heal at some point. You know, it's just about the flesh wound, but it sucks. Let me tell you. How do you narrow it down in to two certain lakes or whatever, especially when maps have a lot of water? So basically with spawning, from my understanding, like I said, guys, I'm pretty new to this. But Naya in the chat, she's a good person to ask too. She's been doing a lot more Great One grinds. She's been doing this a lot longer than me as far as grinds go and stuff like that. But in general, if you have like a really separated lake, like they don't spawn at this one, right? And they spawn on like this part of this one. They don't spawn on the left side of this one. They only spawn up here on this one. On the right side, like down to from like here to here, like this quarter of it right here, right? So this lake over here is kind of all off by itself, right? So if you kill them over here, they'll usually respawn just right over here. So that's kind of how you find an isolated one, Miles. You find an isolated one, and they'll usually respawn there because they can only respawn. If you just shoot one deer, right, and you wait for it to respawn, you don't go trade it with another deer by leaving it on the ground, right? Then if you just shoot that one, it'll generally respawn in a certain vicinity, of where you shot it. So if you find a real isolated lake, that's how you do that. If you want to trade it, then you have to like find one on the lake that you want to isolate the animals to that you don't want on that lake, shoot it, leave it lying, then go find someone like a good one somewhere else on like another lake or river that you do want to go to that lake, and you shoot it, and then you log out and log back in, and they have a 50-50 chance of swapping. But there's a lot of people that say to do it different ways. I've even seen like YouTubers disagree on how that works. But basically, if you kill both of them and you pick them both up right after each other, or don't pick them up at all and log out and log back in, then at some point they can switch. They got like a 50-50 chance of switching. So that's how you trade them to the isolated lake that you want. You have to pick up the female first before you log out. Gotcha. See, that's not what some people say. Is there's so many inconsistent answers on it. It's crazy. For these, yeah. I've had so many other people like one dude, I keep talking about his YouTube channel. I don't know which one he is, and maybe one day he's going to hear this, and I don't really care if he does, but he was pretty snappy with people on his own channel because they were asking how to do the swapping thing, right? And he didn't clarify what you did. He just said you shoot the female, leave her lying, go shoot the male, and you come back and pick up the female. But he didn't say whether or not you leave the male lying or if you pick him up then or if you pick him up after, right? And so people were asking in his comments, well, what do you do with the male? And he's like, I said it in the video. And I'm like, good God, but there's a lot of people who kind of disagree on it. If I remember right, Lady Legend, I don't think in her video that she said to actually pick up the female. I think she said just to shoot them, go find another dude, shoot him, and then to log out and log back in. Squidster Gaming, I've heard that name before. So as far as how to swap them, guys, I'm seeing a lot of inconsistent answers with that. So I couldn't tell you because I'm not experienced enough. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I could be. Naya, don't take that with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to be dogmatic or argumentative either. I could be mistaken on that, but I was pretty sure on her Roe Deer One Lake Method video, she said leave it laying there, go shoot the other one, then log out and log back in. I was pretty sure that's like the order of things that she said, but I'm not completely sure. And it definitely has to be a solo. I think it has to be a solo either way. So to simplify, you pick two isolated lakes. You don't even have to pick two. You pick one. You can pick one isolated lake, right? And if there's an animal on that lake that's low level, and there's an animal anywhere else on another lake that's high level, you'll shoot the low level off of the main lake that you're picking. And then you'll go shoot the good one off of the river or the other lake, whatever, right? And then you log out and log back in, and they can swap. But Naya knows more about this than me, and she also did say that you do have to pick up the female before you log out. So basically, there's on Reddit and stuff, there's people kind of disagreeing over which way it works and whatnot. But I would listen to Naya before you listen to me. So you got your one lake, you got one on that lake that you don't want there. Shoot that one. Right? Go find another one at any other water source that's good that you want to be on your main lake. Shoot it, then go back and pick up the female and log out and log back in. Not the female, the first one, the bad one. You get my point. I've watched a few of his videos. They are pretty helpful. I've heard Squidster Gaming is really, really helpful when it comes to this stuff. What am I doing, guys? I got to change the freaking time, for crying out loud. I got to change the time. I've had a west wind for like the last freaking 5 business days. Like I've had a west wind this entire time. I got to get some sort of south or east wind at some point, right? Preferably a 2 or 3. Yep. Yeah, so basically, basically to sum it up, Miles, pick your one lake that's kind of isolated that you want to do that at, and shoot the bad ones, like the level ones, like the really low level ones. Leave them lying. Go find another good one that you hope will go to that lake, kill it, and then go pick it up. Go pick up the first one you shot and log out. All right, gotta go, Mech. Mech, go get a great one. God dang. Thank you, Turtles. Thank you, Turtles. Pansies preferably. Pansies preferably. Love you to death. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Guys, we're going to change the time to about an hour and 45 minutes. So 15:45 after they get here. See if we can spot something, you know, and see if we can make any sort of progress on any of this. I've always been starting at the southwest. You're good, bro. I'm not mad about it. I do try to mention it, but it doesn't like, I'm not mad or something. But trying to make this a somewhat, I guess I could say family friendly. I mean, I feel like saying family friendly at this point makes a lot of people feel like not maybe participate. I don't know. But cussing, guys, it doesn't really bother me. It's not like an offense to me at all. But we do try to make sure we're looking out for any little ears that might be hearing some things. All right, guys, let's see what we can get going at least this one more time. I'm going to go ahead and spray down for the heck of it. I mean, why not? Why not, right? I mean, why do it, I guess, at this point? But let's see if we can find a crappy level 1 male or a solo female or something that we can down and go swap it out with something good if we can. If we can. We know we got some more level 2 dudes right up here. Right up here. So we know where we need to go. We just need to go there more carefully this time. God dang, we still got that. I guess that is a good win for us right now, to a degree. To a degree. I would love a south wind. I would love a south wind. All right, let's see what we get. See what we get. We're not really getting nothing right, chaw, and that's fine. I wasn't really expecting it with how close we were, but there's a zone down here while I'm auto walking. There's a zone down here that we have yet to really check anytime because we've spawned right next to it or fast traveled right next to it every single time. So we haven't really given it much of a chance to actually have them there and not spook. So I'm hoping by the time we walk around to that end, we'll find any crappy level 1s that are left on this lake and get them off of here. There's a chickie poo right there. But she is doubled up with her boyfriend. So we're going to leave her alone. We got like a 3-to-1 ratio right now on male to female right here, which is exactly about what we're looking for. 4-to-1, you know. A lot of these do have their paired up girlfriends already dead. But that'll just make it a little bit easier to take them out when we're ready to. You can be nervous. I don't care about you. You're getting to live. You get to live. You're a level 2. You get to live. You've earned it. You've earned it. You know, I do think that so Naya, I'm going to ask this probably 1,000 times. Usually the 2s are out there. Oh, hold on. Look at that Iberian Malflon just hauling. Just hauling. All right. So I'm still trying to wonder if I shoot her and then go shoot a dude, pick them both up, will they respawn as a pair and make this a solo dude? Like permanently, like when he dies, he'll respawn as a solo dude. That'd be nice. There's that He's a decent level. What in the world? How in the world is he? Look at that, guys. That's a guaranteed diamond. That guy is pretty much guaranteed diamond right there. He wasn't here earlier. He's a good one. That's a good one. We'll take him. There's a female that we went off of here. We're going to take a 300-meter shot at her real quick. Definitely going to get the polymer tip for that. We already have the polymer tip for that. Let's go. All right. So let's go ahead and take a shot at her super fast because I'm pretty sure she's by herself. This dude is absolutely a unit. That dude is absolutely a diamond. So they will flop the male and female, male to the lake, female to the outer lake. Okay, so if I kill a female who has a boyfriend here and a male somewhere else, she won't go be a boyfriend with the new male. Well, she's loyal. She's loyal is what you're saying. All right, anyway. All right, guys, let's get this female. I think she's a solo. She might not be. Sorry, not that female, that female. She looks like a solo to me. That should have got through too long if the scapula didn't stop it, which it didn't. The 243 sucks at distance. I learned that. I learned that for sure. Yeah, you're fine. You get to live. You get to live. So we're getting one more female off of there. This could be a... Go look at her tracks. Yep, and go find a solo dolo male. We got that solo dolo male over there on the southeastern lake that we're currently working on herd managing. Once we get this managed perfectly, I'm hoping we'll be able to very efficiently start getting some great ones out of it. We're trying to set this up to be the perfect... like permanent setup. We're not pulling any of this gear off of here. Once we have the great one grind where we want it, we're just going to keep using it to get more great ones. It will say if she was part of a pair based on her. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. You can also just look and see if their boyfriends chase them too. But where did I shoot her? Oh no. Is that, how far away were they? Holy crap. All right, let's get over here to her tracks. You're fine, bro, Chacho. You're fine. You get to live. Oh, whoa. We don't want that guy. That's a respawn. That's a respawn. That guy's a respawn. Let me tell you. That guy is 1,000% a respawn. We want him off of here. I'm going to let him chill for a second. And I don't really want to keep adding more pressure without being in a stand. So we might bow hunt him if we get a chance, but I doubt it. No, we don't want to shoot him yet. He is okay. Okay. I was pretty sure that she said to shoot all the level 1s off of the main lake. We just want to shoot him later is what you're saying? Don't shoot him just yet. All right. Yeah. At least we know we're getting some respawns. That's for sure. We're definitely getting some respawns because there was no level 1s here before. We're definitely getting some respawns now. That's good. Just get males to the lake first. Okay. I don't think, can you get all males, nothing but males, solo males to the lake? I didn't even think you could do that. You could trade them that much? God dang. Wow. Wow, I thought you had to have at least some kind of females. So we're just going to leave him there then. All right. I mean, we definitely want to get him off there at some point though, right? I mean, that's, I don't know. All I heard her say is you want to shoot all level 1 females off of, or level 1s off of this, but that might be later. That's why you're getting the females off the lake. Different stuff, I tell you what. I'm not trying to be picky or something either. Please don't think I'm trying to be rude. I've definitely heard from the videos and stuff, just different people say so many different things. All right. One of them even said, just start shooting them. You want all males on this lake. Okay. See, she was saying you just want like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1 ratio, something like that. Like you want mostly males. But if you can get them all to nothing but males, yeah, that'd be freaking awesome. That'd be way, way awesome. I thought you had to have at least some. So you're telling me you can make all the pairs not pair up after. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. We missed her. She was over here somewhere. I'm going to have to learn over time, and trust me, it might take me a second to kind of understand it because for some reason it's just not clicking. You guys know what I'm talking about. You ever had that one thing that just ain't freaking clicking? It's just not clicking. For some reason, no matter how much, it just doesn't click with you. Pooch is having trouble getting 2 males off the lake, but he's going with it. It's all good. So, all right. So here's where she ended up. So we got her. I'm not going to pick her up, but we got her right there. Okay. Make sure you watch iBuy video I sent. Copy. All right. So now we want to go shoot a solo male off of another lake, like one of these solo males right here. But we want to find her tracks, her drinking zone. And I'm not seeing her tracks at all, to be completely honest, which is weird. I'm not seeing any tracks at all. All right. Let's see here. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't see any tracks. I don't even see her blood trail. I don't see a single track at all. Not even like her individual trail or nothing. And I don't see, and their drinking zone tracks aren't there either, which is weird. But like the marker's there for the drinking zone, but the tracks aren't at all. I don't even see the original blood splatter, for crying out loud. That's so weird. And we shot her right about here, right about just over this way, just a little bit. Yep. But I'm pretty sure she is, because she was there was a female standing right next to a male on the shoreline, and then there was her way off by herself, kind of back into the trees a ways. So I'm pretty sure she was a female. I'm going to go ahead and say she was. You can tell by looking at them sometimes. Maybe, but that wouldn't explain why all the other ones' tracks are gone. I think it's just being weird. It's just being weird. Like there's no drink zone tracks here. There's no tracks from the other ones. Nothing. But, yeah, I've been running into that. Can't tell you why it's happening. We didn't fast travel over here either. You know, we just walked on over here and there's no trail at all. None whatsoever. But I'm about 97% sure she was a solo. She was way off standing by herself. And they did say you can usually tell if they're completely off by themselves, but who knows? We're definitely far enough into the drinking time, but we got to get to... Okay, maybe go get a male to swap her. That's what I'm probably going to do before let's see here. We got that west wind as always. We have never had anything but a west wind so far in this process, and I'm kind of hating it. I'm going to remember to stop driving all the way up to the lake this time, though, so we don't spook them. We got about 40 minutes, so about 10 real minutes to go get a solo male and then swap them out. I'm going to pull up Lady Legend's video as we're speaking, though. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it, but I'm going to pull that up as we're speaking and just double check and make sure. It wouldn't let me pull up the other one without exiting out of stuff first for some reason. So I'm going to copy and paste that actually and do that now. Where's that? There it is. Okay, copy, open in new tab. There we go. Gotta love commercials. Excuse me. Trying to figure it out. We got that paused because we're going to be running short on time if we try to listen to that. I'm trying to look this stuff up as much as possible, not in the middle of things, but I get so forgetful sometimes. I tell you what, I thought I had everything from the video memorized, and every time I watch it, I realize there's something I kind of missed. All right, let's see here. Now, these ones might already be gone because we did get a little close. I mean, that's what, 90 meters away, and that's, yeah, we got about 260. We got about 260 meters away from the close ones. But these are the ones that don't have any of the dudes we're looking to swap with her. These are the ones that have, like, just a bunch of girls. We actually wiped those out earlier, I think, with a bow and arrow. But up here in this direction somewhere should be some of that level 2 dude that we were looking for. If we can get there, we got about 4 real minutes until it hits 1700, and about like three minutes after that before they leave, 3 or 4 minutes after that. So we got some time. We got enough time to at least get this one dude. Just got to make sure that I don't approach it too slowly, but also that I don't, sprint up there and spook him. So weird that the tracks are not pulling up sometimes so inconsistently, but I've noticed that Xbox definitely has been having a lot of glitches. Definitely has been having a lot of glitches. All right, let's auto walk a little bit while I see. We got a ways to go, at 240 meters to there. So I'm going to go straight up to the hill so I get a little bit of height on them. And then hopefully I'll be able to look down here and see which one is the level 2. I think they might have both been level 2s. The dudes that we saw here just a little bit earlier. I know we came across more than one, but there's some 1s in the mix too, I'm pretty sure. I know they got to be here. I know they're going to be here. Where in the world did they decide to go? I think we got one right here below us somewhere, but I just can't spot them just yet. Maybe because of the bush, maybe because of an elevation change, maybe they're behind some dirt. But I'm pretty sure up this way was the level 2 earlier that we saw. I know that's where we need to get going, so we'll try it out. I don't know why. A mating call from one way out that way. Is she really still making her way in here at 16:53? I've been seeing that happen in a lot, guys, where no matter what I set the time to, yeah, she's still making her way into the drinking zone at 16:53. She's got less than 7 game minutes. So like a minute and some odd seconds before the drink zone's over, and she's still making her way over here. Maybe she's a respawn. She could be, I suppose she could be a respawn, but the dudes that are supposed to be here, they didn't even spook. Like, they're not here at all. It's been super weird. Xbox has been, I do very much stand by the fact that I prefer the console itself over some other options for gaming, but it has been as far as Call of the Wild goes, it has been a monstrably glitchy thing with Call of the Wild, as far as behaviors and inconsistencies go. But that's all right. We got plenty of time. We got 20-ish game minutes. We'll get about 4.5, 5 minutes. 4.5, 5 real minutes to just get up here close enough to take a shot. Yep. And there she is giving us, oh, nope, that's a mating call. She has no idea we're even here. But yeah, it's so weird, guys. I mean, their drinking zone starts at 1400. We didn't spook any of these for sure. I mean, we stopped driving at like up here, for crying out loud. And these didn't even have a single road deer at them. So yeah, warning call from her. Well, you're fine. You're fine. We're not going to take you out. We're not going to take you out. Let's see here, though. Yeah, it's been super inconsistent. Hopefully, it doesn't make it too much of a problem. There she is. That's nice. But we saw 2 level 2 dudes here just a moment ago before we switched the time and went to the main lake. There we go. Well, no, he's a level 1 trivial. And that's a chick. And that's a chick. And that's it. That's a level 1 trivial dude. There was a level 2 dude here earlier that we needed to shoot, and we didn't. Or we hit one of them, we didn't even shoot the first one. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? I'm definitely not going to shoot one of the level 1s on this lake because I'm trying to herd manage really hard. So if there's nothing but level 1 dudes at this lake and chicks, I'm 1000% going to just go to a different lake if I'm going to try and get a level 2. And he's a small level 1 too. I would do extreme herd management and shoot even a level 1 if he was 24 kilograms and more. But 19 to 24 kilograms, yeah, you're crazy, lady. Let's just go ahead and kill her real quick. Maybe we'll get a respawn somewhere. No, hold on. That's going to mess up the trade. Yeah. Super weird, right? Now we got some actual tracks. Like an hour into it. I'm not seeing any dudes here that I'm really willing to shoot. I'm not going to unherd manage a whole lake over one of them. It's crazy. Yeah, I just realized if I did, it might help me respawn another one, but it's certainly not going to help me with my trading, right? I mean, I really just want to get some more respawns, but that's all right. We could go kill some other ladies at some other spots to do that after we find some sort of dude for a trade with. We're running out of time, though, that's for sure. I'm going to pop up over here, maybe. I don't know that I'll have enough time, honestly, for any of it. We might be able to very quickly make it happen at this tent. If we get close enough to see some kind of... There's some wolves. If we get close enough to see some kind of level 2, I'll take it out from 150 if I have to. The pressure's died down enough where we can do that. But we need to get more tripods. So bad. We're doing such a slow job of this, let me tell you. I'm actually going to drive up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to drive up just a little bit because I know the first zone does not have... What am I doing? The first zone does not have any level 2 dudes. So I'm going to drive up at least just a little ways just to cover, even if it's just 150 meters, just a little quicker so we don't run out of time. Anyway, there's that. I'm not going to fight it. Didn't work out. Horrible terrain. Horrible choice for the tent. We're learning. Well, you won't make a lot of money on here. Maybe off screen go shoot some crocs and bantang. Yeah, I usually just do like the daily challenges really to get some more money out of it. I would play off stream if I could, but I actually can't because my TFCC tendon is messed up on both my hands. And so I can only play for up to like 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours a day max before I start to kind of tear the tendon again or kind of irritate it too much. So probably just going to have to sit there and freaking like next Wednesday or something, do a bunch of challenges instead of the road ear grind, I guess. I'm supposing. They're fleeing. What are they fleeing for? There's no way that they should be fleeing from 400 meters unless they were the ones from this closest zone, which I think they might be because there are a couple of girls. They're all level 1s. Yeah, something like that. Maybe, honestly, Saturday. So what I'm supposed to do, this is what you won't always see me do for sure, because it's hard for me with the only thing I can really do being gaming to just sit at home and not game, right? And so you'll find me a lot of days not doing what I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be taking 5 to 10 minute breaks for every hour I play with like no more than 4 to 5 hours total a day. What I've been doing is like 2 to 3 hour sessions with like 1 or 0 breaks for like up to 6 hours a day. And so definitely got to freaking control myself a little bit better. But god dang it, I'm so gosh dang bored and want to do so much stuff. I'm excited about getting a great one. I tell you what, I'm super excited about eventually getting a great one. And I'm definitely excited about finally being to the shooting part. God dang, y'all, we have done some sort of herd management for sure on these lakes. It might be about time to switch. There's that guy. He's a level 2 miner. We can shoot him right now. If we get him right now. We're going to have to take a 385 meter shot at him with a freaking 243 nonetheless. All right, here we go, y'all. Where's he at? Let me make sure my heartbeat gets completely slow. We're going to take a 200 or 380 meter shot at that dude. I'm going to shoot just a little high on his shoulder if I can. I think that got it. Let's see. Does his health change? Nope. God dang it. Bad shot. I definitely didn't think we'd have enough time to get over there to him. It's 17:19 for crying out loud. I don't think he's going to stick around for us to get over there to him. I really thought that was going to be a vital. Really thought that was going to be a vital. 380 is a good distance, though. 380 is like max rendering distance. Yeah, 243 is the crappiest long distance gun. I tell you, it might be what you have to use, but maybe have a 10-minute chat session during your stream. That is actually what I'm supposed to freaking do. Thank you for reminding me of that. I was told to do that from the very beginning, for crying out loud. Just take like a 10-minute intermission where it's like a Q&A or something like that. That is such a great freaking idea. I'm going to have to do that. I'm 1,000% going to have to do that. I got some more credits and stuff. I do make all my own visual stuff because I can't hire somebody from Fiverr or whatever to make every single screen. So every single thing you see, especially on the other stream where we have it a little bit more fancy, flaps you in the head. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm actually using like braces and stuff and pillows, but I screwed up my hands basically using them the way I did whenever I was chair bound for like 3 months after my spinal surgery. And I wasn't supposed to be, but the surgery was not a success. The surgery was by no means a success. They are talking about about a fusion maybe being the last possible answer. And I'm really concerned about doing that because you hear a lot of horror stories about fusions, but most of those come from back in the day where they did fusions by going in through the back of your neck. And that's where all your neck muscles are. So like your chronic pain after that would come from them having to tear through all that muscle. And that's not what you're looking for, right? That's not at all what you're looking for. They go through the front now. I got a scar from the first one. You probably can't see it on stream, but they go through an anterior. They do an anterior spinal surgeries now where they go through the front, and so that's a lot better. It doesn't make me feel a lot better about having to do a fusion if we, they're not going to force me to. They can't, right? But it could be the last thing to fix stuff. And the scary part is that if you get it wrong either way, you could do permanent damage to your spine if it's not already permanent. And this is not your normal level of like post-injury pain for a lot of stuff. This is like a nerve thing causing like malfunction in my myofascial, like system throughout my spine. It's like very, very painful. And I'm not saying it's worse than anybody else's. You can never know. Okay. If anybody thinks they know my pain's worse or less than someone else's, that person's automatically wrong. There is no objective unit of measurement for pain, but I've definitely am a little freaked out about the thought of either waiting and not doing it and causing more permanent damage by the vertebrae grinding on each other or the nerve compression that's still there, or vice versa, jumping into a fusion. Then now it's irreversible because you can't really undo a fusion. You can fix them, but you can't really undo them. Like you can't take the fusion out and put a disc back in, right? Golly, guys, I tell you what, this might be where we have to wrap it up. I know it's not the most exciting ending, but to tell you what, before we do, what do you think? What do you think I should do, Naya? Do you think I should just leave her there since all of them are gone? Oh yeah, it's super weird. Like freaking surgery choices are so ugh. Anyway, Naya, you tell me. We shot that solo female over there. I think we should just go pick her up since we're not going to be able to get a male since it's 17:33. We're not going to be able to find another male without changing the time. And I don't know, will she still be there if we change the time? No, just go pick her up and try again next time. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know if her body would still be there because if we change the time, I figure her body might disappear, right? Let's get over here to the closest tent. And we'll go pick her up and try again some other time. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to be here just a minute or two longer while we wrap this up. But before we wrap things up, guys, Fire Away Friday is a day where I play shooters. So if you're looking for Call of the Wild, you're always going to find me on a Wednesday. Always going to find me twice a day, an earlier and later stream every Wednesday. Unless I have like an appointment or something, I have to cancel that day. But if you're looking for some Call of the Wild stream, we're trying to make it as good as we can. We'd love to see you on Wednesdays, especially, and hopefully any other day that we're on, whether it be Call of the Wild or not. We're trying to make things, trying to build the channel, trying to make it as entertaining as we can, right? All right, y'all, let's see here. Glad to see you again. See you soon. Take care, dang it. I will. You too, Naya. You too. All right, guys, there's our 576 Whoppers for the last female We are very, very much still in the early beginnings of the road to your grind, but as it continues, it's going to get faster and faster and speed up some more. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me on these really grindy early stages of it. And yeah, we'll be on tomorrow, y'all, for Fire Away Friday. Going to be playing 2 to 3 hours of whatever shooter we feel like, maybe Hunt Showdown, maybe Hell Let Loose, maybe Battlefield 6. And we'll be doing that at 5 Pacific time, 6 Mountain time, 7 Central, and 8 Eastern. That's our evening time for most all of our streams that are scheduled. So love y'all. Pick the complicated first grind. Yep, wanted to get the worst one out of the way first. Absolutely. I'll be so relieved when it's done, I tell you. But love all of y'all. Thank you for sticking around with me. Hope to see you on the next one. But whenever that is, and until that is, y'all take care. Whoa. Hold the phone. Whoa. I just got rid of all our viewers right there by acting like I'm ending the stream and I forgot. Guys, if you are on the place where we raid, stick around. We're going to find a channel to raid. If you guys are lurking, just keep it lurking. If not, I completely understand. Totally messed that up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're going to actually go raid somebody if we can. Try to pay it forward a little bit. Love y'all. See you on the next one. Take care. Get ready for a raid.